Sure,
Right.
I'll do it.
Go for it.
Okay, good luck.
Alright.
Good luck, everybody. This is exciting.
Okay, here we go, right. Okay, three,
Cactus or Smitch, whichever which of you want to count us
Go.
down. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so as far as preparing for a run go, how long did it take you to like get to an adequate level of like Breath of the Wild any %?
Oh god. Man, I don't know why.
Wasn't ready.
It takes quite a while. At least a week of practice of
Mhm.
like. It took me like multiple days to get blights down. I mean, that was before Windblight Skip was found. But I think Skurry's gonna be doing Windblight Skip. Not doing Windblight Skip, I mean. So yeah, it took me quite a lot of time. So 5 hours is not a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say it takes when Specs was practicing, he literally spent all of his time on Watcher Nights, and that's exactly what I did when I was learning any %.
Oh,
and he didn't
God.
even get to practice most of the rest of the run.
So
Which,
I'm
like-
remembering playing Hollow Knight and how difficult Watcher Nights are. So doing it in a speed run sounds like pain.
Yeah. Well, once you
So-
figure out the strats, Watcher Nights can be pretty fun, but it definitely is a big roadblock for a lot of people learning any % Watcher Nights. But it was really fun seeing him. I don't want to say it was fun seeing him struggle, but it's always fun seeing people learn the speedrun that you've been doing for quite a while.
Yeah, definitely.
Whoops.
Couldn't get
So,
it.
I actually don't know. I watch a little bit of Breath of the Wild any %, but I don't know like much of the tech.
There we go.
You said you could
There we
skip Windblight completely. How does that work?
Well, it's basically a trick
We found the
where
skip.
you can basically shoot an
Okay,
arrow
we're definitely going for this,
just
by the way.
before entering the cutscene. So you get in a certain position, shoot an arrow, and immediately go in the cutscene. And what
We're
it
gonna do
does is
The thing.
during the cutscene, the arrow is like stuck midair, and then it will be inside Windblight's head, and it will just constantly hit Windblight over and over.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Dang.
But when I was watching Skurry's VOD, and it seemed like he was just practicing Windblight, so I guess he's just gonna fight
Yeah.
Windblight, which I haven't seen in months, so that's fun.
Yeah.
So,
No, I remember playing it. I mean, when I first played Breath of the Wild, I got it like the day it came out on
There, I
Wii
have,
U.
like, a billion
We played it
cutscenes.
for like literally 12 hours straight, and then we slept for 3, and then woke up and
We're
played
gonna
it for
do that.
another 12 hours. And like, and I think we didn't even get past the second beast. What you call him? I haven't played it in so long. Divine Beast, yeah. So imagine learning all the bosses for this in 5 hours. So huge props to both of them
Never
for
mind. I think I need to...
for taking on such like a monumental task.
It like doesn't work.
I mean, obviously
I guess
they're very good
Skurry's
runners.
doing the first trick here, which is a Shrine of Resurrection clip.
Mhm.
Yes.
You basically what you have to do. Oh my god, he did it! He did it quite quickly actually. That wasn't too bad. He
I'm a
forgot to
speedrunner.
pull out the scope originally. You have to watch the cutscene first. But the idea of that trick is you basically pull out the scope
Okay,
in
now
that
I need to
corner,
actually clip that,
will
which
cause
I looked
Link
up
to like pivot
how to
around
do.
a point,
It's like...
and then that causes you to like just clip through the wall. So it's really useful. You get to skip like the opening cutscene and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Oh, jeez.
I just turned down my microphone level. I'm reading that I'm a little bit louder than Smitch. Is that better? I can't tell.
Yes, we
Probably
did it.
fine. Yeah, I think. It's
Okay. All right.
So what's going on in the Hollow Knight speedrun? I haven't seen much of this run. I've seen it a little bit. I understand that. I know
What's the,
like some of the things. Like
The camp.
there's like that one skip where you shoot whatever it's called, the blast thing, and then you
fireball?
get up on a ledge.
I mean, everyone calls it the fireball. It's the vengeful spirit spell.
Oh,
So
I see it.
basically, the beginning of every Hollow Knight run is pretty much the same because we need the movement, the first 2 movement items. So the beginning of
I
every
don't
run,
really
you
use
run
that
to
much because
False
I'm
Knight
not
and kill
good at
False
the-
Knight to get Vengeful Spirit. So you can go through Green
Jump.
Path to get the dash, and then you can use the dash to get the Mantis Claw. And then after Mantis Claw, that's when
We might as
the
well
run
grab
starts
it.
spreading out and like having different paths. I don't know if Specs practiced Shade Skip, what we call Shade Skip. So there's a portion of the map where it connects like a kind of like a
I'm
mid to
very
late
much
game area
not
to an early game
thinking
area, but it's locked behind a movement
the
ability that you
optimal
don't
route.
have yet.
Just saying.
But you can
yeah.
skip it by purposefully dying. And when you die in Hollow Knight, for people who don't know, you release a shade, quote unquote, which is just an enemy that floats around. And you can use that shade to jump off of it to get to that mid to late game area early to get the dream nail. If you remember the dream nail, yeah. That was a huge skip that was discovered.
That's enormous.
But I didn't watch Specs practice that much, so I don't know if he's gonna do it. It's not that hard to learn, so I imagine he would have a pretty easy time with it. But so, yeah, so the beginning of the Hollow Knight run is you get all the movement options. You need to collect a lot of geo for, actually, he came into my stream, I was streaming one day, and he was like labbing skips and stuff because he can't do like, he tried, there are these skips called acid skips, where normally you would need an item that makes you invulnerable to acid water and you can swim in it.
Yeah.
And he said he was practicing those and he just couldn't get it. So he has to do like a super long detour to get like more money to buy a key and to go around the whole area you could have skipped.
Stop alerting the guards.
Oh gosh.
So I'm excited to see what kind of strats his route has, because we were getting pretty pretty nutty with where we had pointed him to like the closest key so he could save some money, but yeah, I'm excited to see where he goes.
Yeah. It's interesting what Skurry's doing. He's just he's not bothering. I thought he was gonna do the shrine clips, because if you don't get Great Plateau Tower, you have to clip into the shrines rather than activate them normally, because they're not activatable without the tower. So I thought he was gonna go do the clips, but it turns out he's just, I mean, it's a good idea, just activate the tower and just go into the shrines normally. It makes more sense, to be honest. Learn this stuff. It's a little slower, but might as well.
Are the clips hard to learn? Because I watch Razin Runs, if you know who that is, and he usually he tries a couple of times in the front and then goes in from the side. Are the clips hard to learn, or is it just easier, like, for some people than others, or what?
The first time it's kind of difficult to learn because, it's just kind of difficult to learn at first, but then afterwards it gets easier because they're all pretty much the same. It's just a shield flip and set your angle right. So it is kind of difficult to learn at first.
Oh, nice first try.
What's the hardest trick to learn in Breath of the Wild, any percent? Because I feel like there's a lot of tech you have to learn in general, like the bomb boost, whatever you call that maneuver, wind bombs and clipping and boss fighting.
Are especially hard. Bullet time bounces.
Okay, we're gonna do the thing.
There's one to go to castle, and it's a 2-frame window, so you have to be super precise.
How do I do this again?
So that's a pretty hard one.
Gotcha.
But generally, Ganon and Blight's fight are
like
really the big sort of
I can imagine
challenge.
having to do that. Don't they? Most of them kill you in one hit.
It could be in a throwing animation.
You do get quarter heart protection.
No, the last second.
So
wrong.
basically 2 hits pretty much.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, on non-master mode you get
direction.
If you get hit.
Oh no,
Skurry
taking a death too.
Oh no.
What happened? I wasn't watching.
He took full damage.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
The first of many for both runners, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Actually, does anybody know? Does anybody in chat know, is Specs running on current patch or 1221?
No.
Because current patch any percent is a lot different than the patch that all the any percent runners usually run on. So I'm curious to see which patch he's on. We'll just wait for that to catch up with chat. I guess. I'm not used to like the double delay of speaking in Discord and we're in a different stream.
Wait, how much does the patch matter on Hollow Knight?
So it matters a lot because Team Cherry is not the friendliest speedrunning community company. And by that I mean they patch a lot of glitches out, even if it doesn't affect casual players. So for example, there's a trick that I think the most infamous one was inventory drop, where on an older patch, 1221 is the most patch most runners run on, because that's where like all the speedrun tricks were before they were patched out. But inventory dropping is you can just open your inventory in midair, and the game doesn't check for your vertical speed, and so you can build up downward speed infinitely. So if you need to like fall down a chasm, you just open inventory in midair and fix that. But so instead of actually fixing that issue in the next patch, the Team Cherry kind of just put a band-aid on it and said you can't open your inventory in midair, and that's how they fixed it, even though the actual glitch still works. So there's like a 2-frame trick where you can push inventory and walk off a ledge at the same time, and you can still get the inventory drop.
Oh, I see.
So there's a bunch of speedrun tricks like that, like hitting levers through walls, and a bunch of stuff in 1.2.2.1 that was patched out. So current patch world record, I think is about like 10 minutes behind, I want to say, or 15 minutes behind.
Really?
1.2.2.1 world record, yeah.
Big difference.
I might be wrong on that though.
We're having a lot of trouble with this full damage cancel.
Oh no! I keep looking at my other monitor to talk to you, and then look back at the stream for like 1 second. I guess I should actually focus on the runners.
I think he's just gonna go down normally.
Oh, is he just trying to get down the tower?
Yeah, basically what you could do is
no.
if you throw your weapon and then unequip it mid-animation, it basically resets Link's position, so it goes like, oh, you're only like a meter above the ground now. This is
okay.
Yeah, so it resets, so you don't take any full damage, but
Yeah, just trying down the tower.
We really had trouble with that. He's just gonna go back down.
Oh no.
Fair enough.
Dang. Yeah, I was curious to see how close these runs. It's like hard for me to gauge which one is ahead, because I don't really know Breath of the Wild 90% that well, especially since they're taking such different routes. But to me, it felt like Breath of the Wild was going to be faster, even though with the Windblight Gland's in the way, because there's just so much walking around the map you have to do in Hollow Knight, and like you don't have as many movement options as Breath of the Wild. But
Yeah.
I have to hit.
Well, I mean, it seems like Skurry isn't doing any. When you do BTBs and stuff, you get like a lot of speed to move around. So, but it looks like Skurry's just going to be walking about. So,
okay, maybe it'd be
it's
more
gonna
even
be
then.
slow. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, don't bench. Don't bench. Don't bench.
Did they have an estimate for how long the race would take? I know they didn't do a run, but 2 hours, really?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. This is exciting. Oh, okay. So there's a skips that Specs didn't learn here, where you talked about it earlier. The one people call it fireball skip, where normally the gap you could traverse is too wide, but if you get like the perfect timing for a turnaround and shoot a fireball, the fireball actually pushes you back a little bit, enough so that if you then turn around after the fireball, you can bridge that gap. But it looks like he's going all the way around Green Path the intended way. So he does. So he had to collect some geo as well, which is gonna add even some more time on there. But he's now back on track. Towards
geo does he need?
Not looking like the best start.
I don't know because of how different his route is.
Yeah.
But in general, there's like 2 benchmarks for geo in an any percent run. And again, current patch might be different. I haven't done any current patch runs, but in the normal speed run, you need 220 geo to buy a charm called Shaman Stone, which increases your spell damage by a lot, and is very, very useful for speedruns because of that. And then later on, you need 1800 geo for a lantern that lights up a dark area, so you can again get a shortcut.
Shouldn't be using my soul.
So total, I would say, let's see, 250, around like 50. Oh, no, sorry, around like 1600 geo. Wait, no, that's stupid. Sorry, around 2250. Math is hard. Yeah, so that's what he's doing right now. Normally, you could just bypass this boss that Specs is fighting, Vengefly King, but he gives 60 geo, which is really good for routing early because there's early game you're not going to have much room for geo. I mean, there's not like huge geo caches around like there are in other runs. So yeah, so he's picking up the geo from this guy before he goes to fight Hornet and get the dash cloak. And Skurry, I see Skurry finally made his way into the Magnesis trial. Is there like speedrun tech that's like makes the trials hard, or is Scurry's just doing the normal way?
Magnesis is pretty normal. The only thing that you do here, I
Yep,
assume
I
Scurry's
kinda
gonna do
expected
it. Here
that.
it comes.
Oh no!
missed it.
Oh, I know the trick. Okay,
You are meant to jump over,
yeah, it looks like you did the jump too early, right?
Yeah, you need to like delay the shield jump a
That
little
gets you
bit.
like way more
but
distance.
I'm glad he went for it, you know.
It's actually so cool that mechanic is used in speedruns. That was one of my favorite things to do. That's like one of my favorite mini games was doing the sled game down. So that's actually really neat. That
it is really cool.
Yeah.
There's like a really cool in the stasis shrine. There's like a you got, like, the boulder at the end to try and teach you how to like hit things out the way or whatever. But there's a trick where you jump round the side and then shield jump to like skip it. It looks really cool. And then in Cryo's shrine, there's a trick where you create a cryonis block, and then you shield surf onto the cryo block, so that it lifts you up, and then you jump at the end to send you up to the top of the shrine, up to where the monk is.
Oh,
It's pretty swag shit.
Is there, Spec said you ran all shrines. Is there like, do you have to like heavily optimize every single shrine like in that fashion for that speedrun?
Most of the shrines you just do a wind bomb in,
Go back
the
around.
little bomb launch thing. The majority of speedrun categories in Breath of the Wild is like really dominated with wind bombs.
Oh my god.
So, like,
Oh,
basically
yeah,
every
I get
shrine
that.
has wind bombs in
Being
it.
really
Uh-oh.
wasting all
Spec's
my
kind of
time.
in a scary position here, 1 HP, fighting this guy. I wonder why he went backwards. He didn't take a death. Why did he go backwards? Maybe to get a heal?
I was a little confused.
Again, cursed by not watching the stream.
Dude.
My gosh.
Oh, he killed
I was
us.
low on
Okay,
health.
good,
I
yeah.
didn't want to enter
1
the
HP,
fight with
1 HP on that guy if you're not like well aware of his patterns can be kind of scary.
Yeah.
Because he also has an attack where he can jump backwards and shoot a projectile at you, and that can throw you off a little bit.
Hey, he doesn't have the map or anything, so yes. Oh god. Oh no. Doing this without the map sounds horrible.
Oh, on Hollow Knight, yeah.
Yeah.
Sound like they're ruined.
Oh man.
Well,
Chat hear
map
me?
is really, but
I don't know if chat can hear
I'll say
me.
map is really good casually, but especially in like a speedrun like this, where you only go to like
Map
3 or
and
4 areas
strategy
on the
sets
map.
though.
It's not too hard,
Oh yeah. 'Cause
but
I guess you should be-
I went back
yeah.
because
and it was especially easy for me because I actually
help.
started speedrunning Hollow Knight on the at the
almost
time it was the 100% category. It was 106%, which means it was all the content in the base game plus a couple of the DLCs.
Okay, now I'm
And,
done. Now I've
because
got
the
full
newest
health
DLC,
and
the highest
full
that goes is 112% now.
I can fight right now.
But it was an easier transition for me because I was used to going literally all over the map, and I was like, wow, this is
Yeah.
great. I just have to go on this little portion of the map right here.
Yeah. So I get the same thing with Breath of the Wild because I've done a bunch of 100% runs, so I know a lot of things.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
she just
awesome.
walked into me. What the hell?
It felt extra illegal because, as Spec said, I run Impossible 90%, which is if I had to like draw a parallel to Breath of the Wild, I was like trying to come up with one before the comms because I figured it was gonna come up at some point. And I might be completely off base, but I would say it's about the same difficulty as having one of the blights following
fight.
you around the map,
Good
except
fight.
it has infinite HP and you can't lose it.
Really? Oh my god.
Well, I mean, it's like, did you do White Palace? Did you play Hollow Knight through the White Palace?
No, I
Can I
didn't.
save quick
Okay,
here?
so it's okay, yeah, and that's the second number. Then it's like that level of difficulty, and then
Mantis
going
Claw.
from that, it follows the same
No,
route as
Moloch,
normal
Moloch,
80%.
Then Mantis Claw.
So going from a portion from like having to do like dirt mouth, like in normal 80% dirt mouth, you just walk through it,
Yeah.
and Impossible 80% you have to.
Is that Hornet?
It takes like 8 minutes because
Oh
he
my
added
God.
so much to the map.
So
So
I'm
going
not
from
sure
that
what
to
this
normal 80%, like just walking across the map felt illegal because of how easy it was just to traverse
Yeah.
everywhere. So yeah.
Oh, I really hope Skurry. Did
racing to
Skurry
finish
learn how
the
to
entire
win
game.
bomb? I really hope he did. But
I don't know.
Let's see if he didn't.
I feel bad. I didn't watch as much of the training as I should have.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch it either, so I'm not sure. I'm really hoping he knows because that would be really cool.
Yeah.
But
I mean, because he just got the bombs. I was like, wouldn't he have done it
Yeah,
up
yeah.
until now if he had learned it? But then that's a stupid question. So shows how much I know about the speedrun.
see, the big problem is that, like, the main problem is that we would get bombs first
blow
to
myself
do
up.
wind bombs, but we just don't have paraglider, so you just do a wind bomb and die if you don't have it.
Right. Yeah.
Which kind of
Okay.
sucks.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's not doing the wind bomb. Boo.
Dang it.
Nah, fair
That
enough.
was.
This is interesting. I forgot Specs talked about this. He's going around the map to get extra HP upgrades. Because he said his words not mine how bad he is at Watcher Knights. So he's taking even more time he's killing brooding Moloch right now to get a mask shard, and I think that's also why he's got so much geo. He's gonna buy some of the mask shards from Sly in Dirtmouth
Yeah.
Oh,
to try and make the weight of doing Watcher Knights a little bit easier.
That's a good idea.
Dude.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's again, it's a little hard to gauge who's ahead right now. I guess we don't know who's ahead until Specs was talking about earlier. Whoever gets to their roadblock first.
Yeah.
And for Specs, he said it would be Watcher Knights, and obviously in Breath of the Wild it would be the Blights.
Well, yeah, because a big problem is like if you killed the Blight and then you die on Ganon, you have to do
kill
the Blights again.
Oh, geez, dude.
So that might be a big problem for Skurry.
Yeah, especially since he said he hasn't even beaten the boss in practice.
Yeah.
Or gotten to Beast Cannon phase.
Oh man.
Dylan.
I'm curious if Specs is getting all these extra things. Is there like an equivalent of that Scurry's going to do in Breath of the Wild, or is that just coming across as not doing any of the speedrun tricks or like the movement tricks?
Wait, what?
Well, I guess getting. Oh no, you can't walk to Shrine of Resurrection. You flipped out.
Bad fight, but we did.
I mean, he got Great Plateau Tower, so I guess that counts.
Because I never got the warp.
Because that just means he's completely skipping
that's
the Shrine clips.
Because I did the wall.
But I don't know much else he can really grab.
I guess I'm gonna have to do a different route then.
I mean, he's already left Magnesis, so not really. There's not really much you can grab on Plateau, really.
Okay, now I get
Maybe you can
Mantis
get a
Claw,
heart container at the
which
end,
is
but
this way.
probably wouldn't help you that much.
Wait, does that mean that Scurry has to run
Travis,
all the way through Hyrule Castle exterior? Like without, since he's not. Oh my god, that sounds
If
awful.
he doesn't, if he's not gonna do Castle BTB, then yeah, he's gonna have to enter Hyrule Castle normally. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I didn't even think about that. So he's not gonna win bomb, and oh no, oh no. Okay. Oh god, I thought that drop was longer than it was.
Yeah.
This is
I'm low on
Yeah, I guess
health.
he just has to straight up run for it. That's gonna be
Oh my
interesting.
gosh. Yeah, because I was watching him practice last night, and he was having trouble with the blights, and he said he was gonna go cook the bananas for the damage upgrade.
That's a sensible decision. We do that in 80% anyway. So
Excuse me.
that is a-
Yeah, but then he spent 30 minutes trying to get down the mountain, and he kept dying to the guardians, and he eventually gave up on it and just went back to fighting the blights because it was taking too much time to try and go cook the bananas. So
yeah.
if he was having much trouble with that, I'm curious to see how he's gonna handle just running through the exterior in normal ways.
Oh man, I don't know. It's gonna be. Oh man, so many things are like opening up. This is amazing.
Exactly. I'll say this is a lot more interesting to watch than I thought it would be, because
Yeah.
I'm used to. I mean, I watch both of these speedrun categories, and I'm used to just them being so fast. And in my head, I was like, well, I mean, one's a lot shorter than the other. So, but this, I guess I completely shut out that they only had 5 hours to prepare for the speedruns, and I completely
I never
underestimated
grabbed the
that.
torch, right?
Yeah.
So this is definitely really fun to watch. Well, quote unquote watch. I'm apparently paying less attention to this stream.
Yeah.
Oh, this way.
I need to get fire
Something
somehow,
like that. I'm gonna turn up my volume.
or else I'm not making it through here.
Need to turn up my volume a little bit.
Shoot, I don't
It's
know.
max on everything. I don't know if Specs is
torch
able
here.
to turn me up.
Something.
Is your Discord? That's what I did. I turned down my voice. Videos,
Right
so
now
I turned
he's
my
full
mic volume
blast.
down.
Right now I have
No, mine's
Big
too
John
low
full
already. I need to
blast.
turn it
Maybe
up.
Chat wants to let him know.
But I've got it on max.
I have
think
Mid
we
John
should
full
cut the
blast
audio, 'cause I don't
and
wanna interrupt
Cactus
the
is a
runners
little
just to
bit
fix the
turned
audio.
down.
I mean, that's me though. If chat thinks we should, then maybe they'll both take a pause or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. Chat's pointing out a few good things in that a bunch of the speedrun tricks
I
that
haven't
people
saved
do
in a while.
are a lot harder for people just learning the runs. Whereas if you like have been training for a normal amount of time,
Oh, okay.
things like E-Pogo and Shade Skip become
excuse
easier
me.
and easier. But yeah, that's just the same thing that
That
we were talking
sucks.
about
That
earlier,
really
where he's just going around the skips instead of
I need that torch though.
using.
Where's my save?
He
I
used
think
all of
it's
his
back at
time on the
the shrine.
bosses, on his practice. So he didn't. Specs did at least.
Yeah.
Oh no, Skurry taking another
autosave.
death as well.
Yeah, he just tried to fight. I don't know why he's trying to fight the Bokos. I guess he's trying to.
Oh, I love autosave.
Maybe? I'm not sure why he's trying to do this.
Is that
to go down
their
first.
third death?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think, although I think taking deaths
Okay, that was a lot
is
better.
a lot less
I'm not gonna go
Oh,
for
yeah,
the
definitely.
Pogo there.
than in taking a
Less
death.
punishing. Yeah.
Punishing, yeah. That's
Worth.
Okay, balance is better than that.
Specs is just now arriving at the second movement ability that unlocks the rest of the map, the Mantis Claw, which allows wall
Wait, I need.
jumping.
There's no. Wasn't there a fire in here last time?
Which doesn't seem like it would do that much for you, but
I need a fire.
It just unlocks. You could
I
go
swear there was a
from this
fire
point
in
on.
here
You could
last
literally go 4 different ways. I think like different routes go.
Okay.
So that this is the point where all the speedruns start drifting apart.
Need to
And
get a fire.
I think he's gonna go get. There are items littered around the map in Hollow Knight that you can sell to someone in City of Tears. So I think he's gonna go grab that, or yeah, it looks like that's what he's doing.
Okay. Oh, Skurry got huge brain. He's picking up a torch and lighting it on fire, so he can go through the snow without taking cold damage.
Oh,
Huge brain.
It's fine. Specs will get stuck
That's
on hot
awesome.
zones.
Nice.
It's so smart from
Oh
them.
gosh, they're following me.
Do torches have a burnout time eventually, or do they like it works down to durability, right?
They do, but it's really, really long, so he should be fine. He should be okay. I
Oh,
think.
is it bad that he's being
Right.
tracked by these bokoblins?
There we go.
I think he's okay. I think he wants to cook at this pot, but the bokers are
Just one
still
of them.
chasing him. So.
All right.
Oh, I
now
think
this
it's
is
just
fun
one
part.
of them.
Oh yeah, just one.
Okay.
Oh god.
Let's
Oh,
go.
now it's on fire. Oh god.
Oh, that is such a mess.
Okay, there we go. I wonder what he's gonna cook. Just probably a bunch of dishes for HP, right?
I think he's gonna cook cold resist with his peppers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also not
12
using
minutes.
the torch, but still that's a good strat.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Nice. I think he. No, actually, no. He should be fine. So he gets.
Chat's telling us that Skurry uses they them pronouns.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Alrighty. Oh, and okay, so now the Spec's getting this mask shard. So I think I don't know how many upgrades he's getting. It's certainly easy to get one mask upgrade when you only have these many movement options unlocked. But I'd be curious to see if he's going for more. So right now he only needs to buy 2 more from Sly, sorry, in Dirtmouth, before he gets another mask upgrade.
Okay. How many do you think he's gonna get?
Gotta get to this
I
bridge
don't
over
know.
here.
I feel like I remember him talking about getting 2, but again, there's only so many that you can have access to right now. There's actually a speedrun. There's actually a meme category in Hollow Knight called 4 mask shards, where you just get 4 mask shards as fast as possible. So obviously it's easy to get 1 extra mask.
Yeah.
But in my head, I can't really. I haven't done 106% in a long while, so
that's
in my
the
head
wrong
I'm having trouble thinking about where he could get extra mask shards. So 1 for sure, and possibly 2. But I think it'd be hard pressed to find extra past that.
Okay, so Skurry
Nailed
make a
it.
bridge. Nice.
Skurry only needs 2 more trials, right? He's done bombing Magnesis.
I can jump that far. I just don't know how to jump.
Luckily,
like,
Stace is pretty close
whole
by
thing.
Cronus, so he's not gonna. I'm sure they're not gonna run out of cold resist.
Do you think he's going to use the? They're not heart pieces in Breath of the Wild. What are they called?
Heart containers.
Heart. Yeah. Do you think he's gonna go all the way back to Shrine of Time? I feel bad trying
Temple time?
I feel bad trying to. I haven't played it in so long.
I can't see how much they'd benefit from getting a heart
Playing in
container.
Zelda, right? This is Zelda. Like,
Yeah, this is Zelda.
Is it here?
Because if they got an extra heart
Yeah, it
container,
is.
you'd still get one-shotted by everything.
Now
and
for the fun
you'd
part,
still
guys.
get like destroyed
Let's
by
go.
loads of enemies in Hyrule Castle.
So maybe that's another disadvantage for Breath of the Wild is
Yeah, I guess
really
so.
not
You
much you
take-
can do to pad your health.
Yeah.
Unless maybe he'll go out of the way to get like hardy truffles or something for those extra hearts.
You could do actually, because there are a couple in Hyrule Castle. that
don't
you
forget
can grab and
T-Quip.
cook.
I wonder if he found those during their practice.
Yeah, that would be pretty clever. There's also a by one of the shrines, there's a forest with like so many good foods in it, like loads of hearty foods.
It looks like Specs actually did learn shade skip. So let's watch this. So he has to lure the shade over to where he is on the bench right now, and then do what we call a pogo off the top of its head. So you do a downward slash, which boosts you up, and then you have to dash back to the left.
Let's go. Yes.
We got it first try.
We got
That's
it.
actually pretty good.
Oh, wow.
First try.
He
Let's
looks
go.
really hyped and happy about that.
Yes.
That's really
Damn.
awesome. Good for him.
Incredible.
Oh, I got on it as it was going.
We got
That
it.
is
We got it. We
great.
got it.
Wow.
Really stoked for
That was
that.
my
Let's go.
intended technique.
Let's go.
I think that's if he's not doing any other skips, that might be like one of his big roadblocks. Honestly.
Yeah, that is great to get first try. I imagine. How much does that skip? Is that a really big skip or?
Okay.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a huge skip. So the other way to get to Dreamnail, there may be another way, but the casual way is you have to go all the way up through Crystal Peaks. Sorry, you have to get a skill from City of Tears to be able to get into Crystal Peaks, and then you would fall down from Crystal Peaks into
The
the
downward
area where
slam.
Dreamnail is. Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
It saves like, I would say like a good 20 minutes maybe or something.
Wow.
I don't
Yeah,
know
that
the
is
exact,
huge.
but it was definitely one of the biggest discoveries in Hollow Knight speedrunning was when someone figured out we could do that.
Yeah.
Lumafly, yeah, Chad just pointed out you could also use Lumafly to get into peaks as well. But then you would have to gather 1800 GL early game,
Okay, so the last
which
one is like way over
is
here.
not easy.
Oh yeah. On top of his current requirement of like
Yeah.
2000.
Exactly. Well, no, that's the same requirement,
some
but
surfing.
you go into areas where the enemies drop like 20 geo each, and there's also an enemy called the Glorious Husk, which drops like 400 or something. And it's just the way the pathing works. It's just easier.
Don't fall.
To pick up like.
I just said don't fall,
If I can
dude.
find that
like
No.
And oh no, Specs looks like he fell in the dream sequence.
I wanted
this
to
doesn't
not
lose too
fall
much time.
here.
It definitely can be
Yeah.
aggravating if you. I remember when I recently got a PB in any percent, which pushed me into
So
top 20.
easy.
This was
Why did
I
I
spent
fall?
hours learning how to do just this movement correctly.
Really?
Yeah, because
Somewhere in
We're
between.
good.
speedrun especially, and like and a 1-2-2-1 speedrun especially, falling here will lose you like a good 10-15 seconds at least.
Final boss platforming.
It looks like he traversed the rest of that area, no problem.
Jeez.
Okay, it's kind of hard for me to see the text from the cooldown timer is blending in with the snow. How much time does
He has like
have
8 minutes.
from there?
God, sorry. They have like 8 minutes.
Yeah, I'm having trouble with it too. I'm catching myself slipping.
Yeah. They should be fine. If they know the... Yeah, well, they should be fine. 8 minutes has got to be enough time, I think. Unless they really don't know what they're doing.
Okay. So Specs is now on his way to Watcher Knights, which is his big roadblock.
That's not it.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Don't go down.
I know. I remember. I think he's going to go a little bit out of the way first to get a simple key, so he can do acid skip.
Alright.
and go around the map that way. But maybe he'll do it after Watcher Knights as well.
At least I didn't die.
Skurry's getting real close to stasis now. It's literally just over the cliff.
Okay,
I think he has to do a full damage counter to
Wait,
get
where is
there.
it? Is it
I'd say they're kind of neck and neck, honestly.
Oh, there
at
it
this
is.
point. If Skurry's coming on the last trial, and Watcher Knights, while as big as a roadblock as it is, still is like a good 10-15 minutes behind in a normal speedrun. And I remember Specs saying that he didn't even practice deep nest movement, which is really scary and intimidating if you're a casual player. Oh no, that's actually not very good for. So, if an enemy dies on spikes, they don't drop any of their geo, and that big guy that Specs had just hit on the spikes drops a decent amount.
Okay. I have to get this.
So
Yeah.
can he back that up somehow? Like,
Yeah, there's more than enough
can leave
enemies
the
we can
room.
kill, but it'll
okay.
just take a little bit extra time. You know. That's another big part of
Also,
like, a
speedrunners
normal
have
90%
already, like,
speedrun
finished
is
the game by
geo
now.
routing, like knowing if you're behind or ahead, and should I kill these
Still in
enemies
these
here?
stupid shrines.
Big things like that.
I see. Cause yeah, so I imagine the geo is pretty sort of RNG depending on like, cause I guess like you get like a rough like estimate of what you're gonna get from each enemy, but it's kind of RNG.
I think killing each enemy drops the same amount of geo every time.
Oh, okay, nice.
It's just that whether you pick up the geo or not.
I see.
Or something like that, yeah.
So I was thinking. Oh god.
Sorry, I was just going to point out, this is one of the items that Specs needs to pick up. So this item right here, the hollowness seal, it's kind of covered up by his webcam.
Stop it, what the heck?
But it's worth 450 geo once you sell it to
Okay, it was on
the
cooldown.
person who buys stuff from you in City of Tears.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think Skurry is about to get hit by a
Should've just
boulder.
kept running.
Oh,
I don't know why I tried to do, like, a
he could have
dramatic
made it
jump
if
out
he
of the
hadn't
way.
jumped, I think, right? I mean,
Maybe. Not sure, that boulder's a little finicky. Could have done it.
I should have shield jumped, yeah. That too.
but again, it's not super punishing for Skurry, but they have
Yeah.
certainly lost a decent amount of time to taking deaths at this point. Although I think that's offset because healing in Hollow Knight.
then I get it back soon.
I'm taking a little. I was gonna say something. I'm taking off a second. This is interesting.
Why did I do that?
I didn't
Where's
actually.
my
You know
problem?
what? I'm still learning things about
past
Hollow
it.
Knight every day. I did not know that was there.
Oh really?
Yeah, because like you don't pick up everything in every single speedrun. So he went out of his way to pick up something that was worth 200 geo in Kingdom's Edge. I was curious why he was going there, but that would be
See,
why.
that's
Whoa.
what just happened.
Oh, he had
Skurry,
like
no!
protection. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Few.
Oh.
I wonder why were they trying to do? Does shield jump there do something for you, or is he just?
No,
Dude.
I think he was just
Get outta
panicking, being
here.
like, okay, I'm just gonna jump. But yeah.
Okay. Oh, and he's not doing the thing.
Ah,
I'll remember. I'll remember one of these times.
Okay.
yeah.
Dang. Okay.
Okay.
Had some issues on that one.
Specs now back on the normal route. So this.
I didn't get hit.
I wonder. Okay, no, it looked like he was trying to fight that guy, but this is where he's gonna kill the glorious husk and get the 400 free geo. It's like this. Actually, there's a bunch of stuff. When I first played Hollow Knight and I beat the game, and I was like, oh my, this was the coolest game ever. I want to speedrun it. And I look up on the
watch, we're gonna
wiki
do
like
something
100,
cool
and
here.
I finished the game. I had like 87% unlocked.
Oh yeah.
And so there were like 6 bosses, a bunch of stuff that I didn't know about. So when I went into learning the speedrun, so
After
this,
the
and
king stops
that
bothering
was
you.
just to point out that I didn't know that
Spoilers.
Glorious Husk even existed before I started doing speedruns.
Oh man.
So yeah.
Jeez. So I really hope.
Weird.
I don't know if Skurry's gonna do the stasis strat. He's looking at. They're looking at the boulder, but I really hope they do. There's a strat. It's
don't forget
really old
this.
and no one does it anymore. But you can stasis the boulder and grab it and get launched over the temple of time. Oh yeah, they're gonna do
I
it.
need to stop.
Oh please do it.
Let's go. Oh, he's saving just in case it goes wrong. Very,
Oh
very,
yeah.
Thank
Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
Yeah, I'm trying. Okay, I will remember.
Come on,
Next
Skurry.
time I say they, I will remember.
Oh, this is great. Oh, I'm so excited. I haven't seen this in ages.
Oh,
This is extremely old.
They used
Hecked
the.
it up.
Oh no!
Oh,
Wait, he's
oh
gonna
man.
get
Please try
Let's try
again.
again.
the
Let's
chest
try again.
anyways. I mean, he saved, so I assume he's gonna try again, right?
No, I think because he's getting chest. He's
I accidentally
just gonna
climbed too high and just stood on it.
move on. Oh no! Oh,
Oh,
he's
he-
gonna reload.
He is
Yes.
loading.
This is the one more time.
No,
Just wasting
no,
time.
I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb.
Dang.
Gotta go down
This
here.
is just because now we do stasis first. In a speedrun, but stasis used to be the
Bro.
last one. You would, way before BTBs and any of that, you would do Magnesis, Cronus, no, you'd do Magnesis bombs, Cronus, then stasis last.
Oh
and
my
you would
God.
use this strat to get to the Temple of Time. Now we do a similar thing.
Sorry, Specs is in a scary position right here, where
Oh,
so
really?
this big guy that he's fighting has a lot of HP for the amount of gear that he has. Oh no, and he is taking a death.
Oh,
So that thing has
jeez.
that guy has a lot of HP, and his attacks deal double damage, so 2 masks. And there's also one of my least favorite enemies in the game. Just any flying enemy, really. I absolutely just do not like in the Hollow Knight because they often get in your way and do the wrong attack. They're like a speedrunner's worst nightmare,
Yeah.
basically. So there's one of those guys in there, plus a big guy. Yeah. So this is so in the 1221 patch, the speedrun checks we were talking about earlier. Instead of going all the way around and fighting these guys, you would just hit a lever through the floor that would open up a shortcut for you. And then you would just go through a little bit of a dark room on the right side instead of having to fight this guy. So that saves like 40 seconds right there.
Oh, okay.
He took care of the flying enemy, so he should have an easier time. It's pretty easy to bait this guy's attacks out. But it will take quite a while to kill him if all he's doing is using his nail.
Ah, damn.
Oh my gosh, that first slash was so close, and then he walked into the second one.
Finally.
That is unfortunate.
Skurry's finishing
40
plateau now.
minutes.
They got the stasis launch, which is pretty cool.
I wasn't
so-
watching. Oh, there's too many.
Too much.
Ugh, frick, I'll need to watch the VOD.
Yeah. It's pretty cool getting a second try.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what they're gonna do next. Let's see. I highly doubt they're gonna do the
Not gonna do
VT.
anything too crazy. I never learned.
Like, so I don't know what they're gonna do.
Would it be? Do you think he's gonna run, or is it viable to like get a horse to use?
I imagine he would get a I imagine they would get a horse.
Right.
Because that's the next best.
Can't
Oh no,
launch myself
actually no.
on
You can
rocks,
do you could do stasis launches over 2 castles. That is true.
With
So
like a log.
yeah, they're gonna do
Oh,
it
looks
with
like
the boulder,
Maybe we'll
heading
try
and
this
then
later.
a log. Yeah.
Specs finally killing the big. I don't know its name. It's the big knight guy. But he
Big-
didn't hit the
big
lever.
beauty.
Oh, he forgot to hit the lever. He needs to go back and hit the lever.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the whole point of going through that area is to hit that
Yeah.
lever. You can go to the right side.
Oh my god,
Maybe
don't
he was
die.
riding the high.
Please.
Never mind.
Oh.
He's on low HP again.
You can't climb on that.
Oh
Ah.
no, that's okay though. You still get the lever even
Good to know.
if you die. So
Ah,
you still made it
great.
past that. Yeah.
It's fine. What is
Skurry
lock?
just messed up the boulder launch, which is I don't know what they're gonna do
We'll get
now.
more exercise
They
this
didn't
way.
decide. It's so hard to grab onto the boulder because it's got like sort of weird angles on
Right.
it. It's easier to stand on it, but you obviously don't want to do that because you're just gonna get knocked off.
Isn't there like savings on these boxes?
No. I think they're gonna get it.
I remember seeing all these like speedrun tricks. Well, they weren't speedrun tricks at the time, but people just like having fun messing with stasis on Reddit. And just doing
Yeah.
that casually was really fun.
Yeah, that was some incredible. They're not used anymore because wind bombs are so dominant in speedrunning, but
How recent were wind bombs found? How long
wind bombs
ago?
were found in September 2019. So
Oh,
quite a while ago,
So the
and
plan
it
is to
just
kind of go
made stasis launches and stuff completely obsolete.
Yeah.
And that's
I
like
think I
around the
remember
point that I
around the
joined
Guardians.
speedrunning
Really?
this game. Yeah,
Nice.
Safe-ish
So-
route.
they're pretty cool. And then they're just so fast. It's incredible how OP they are. But
I
yeah.
bet. I kind of feel like it's like I've been watching Specs on and off lately when he does his New Game Plus 100% runs.
Oh yeah.
I get the feeling that it's kind of like
Yeah.
I mean if you're coming from like a purist standpoint, I feel like it would be watching Ace in Ocarina of Time because you're just skipping so much of the gameplay.
Yeah,
Right?
some people do feel like that. They kind of
We're just gonna go
it seems
for
a
a run
little
for a while.
some people kind of seems a little lame because most of the speedruns is just wind bombing.
Do I even have another
But
shield?
I think it's
Yeah.
really cool. It's such a cool trick.
Yeah, I can definitely see if
shields.
like
We don't need
going
them.
from a standpoint of wow, I have to find somewhere to launch or like I have to walk all the way over
Yeah.
here.
I mean, it makes runs like
I'll just find
100%
some in the
so
cat.
fun because that
Versus-
sounds like pain
I
for
feel like
24 hours in stage
sorry.
launches. Go on.
yeah, I was gonna say I feel like it's that it's like that SpongeBob meme where like he's like you want to see me go touch that mountain.
yeah. Exactly.
Being able to be see like something 10 miles away and then be there, I
Just
feel
a
like would be
rusty
really
thing.
really fun.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Definitely.
I could also see how. Oh, looks like Specs is also getting a nail upgrade. That is interesting. I do not remember him talking about that. So this will make his job even more easy.
I
Going
didn't
into
see,
watching
like,
this
anything.
because I forget. Let me look up real quick. How much HP do? Sure, Knights HP. So the old nail, the beginning nail, only does 5 damage. And I think the spell
bit
with
too
Shaman
far
Stone
east
does
here.
20. I may be wrong about that. I'm probably wrong about that.
I'll just like move back around.
So,
I'm
and the
going
Watch
way
Knights
too
have
far east
220
on
HP each. Except for the last two. Anyways, And then the next upgrade nail does 10 damage per hit, I think. So he will have a lot. I don't want to say a lot more easy time because
that one has a shield.
Of how much trouble that they've been having on their respective roadblocks. But it definitely feels a lot better to have a nail upgrade.
I'm not going to deal with them though.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem smart.
5 damage to 9 damage for nail 1, someone points out, thank you. I have a bunch of surface level knowledge. I know what other people tell me, and sometimes I don't even remember everything, so.
Can't remember all the things. There's too many things.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I'm pretty sure Skurry's looking for a horse. There isn't one near here. What it is, he's going the wrong. They're going the wrong way for it though.
My cold resistance is gonna.
So I guess they're gonna run.
Is it possible to bring a? I mean, I guess possible. Is it like viable to bring a horse through Hyrule Castle exterior?
Oh damn, there's a.
Yeah, you could go around like you could go with the exterior of a horse. I think you just can't go into Hyrule Castle itself.
Because I remember there being a lot of. I mean, in my personal casual playthrough, I barely explored Hyrule Castle like at all because I was so hyped of going to the final boss that I just climbed over everything.
Is there an actual horse like?
So I missed out on the Hylian shield and like all the cool stuff like Zelda's Diary.
Okay.
So that's why I was curious because I mean obviously this isn't Skyrim. Horses can't climb cliffs.
There's a fox though.
Yeah, I don't feel. I mean, yeah. This is a tricky situation for Skurry.
I'm again curious on where Specs is going because he's gone past Watcher Knights now. He has the nail upgrade.
Wow, this is so far away.
I wonder what he's doing. And he doesn't have quite enough geo for the lantern yet, so like, I don't think he's doing that. Looks like he's stagging to somewhere. This will be interesting. Oh.
Okay, really?
Okay, chat is pointing out that once you get a nail upgrade, the Watcher Knight's HP actually increases a little bit. So now instead of 220 each, they all have 240. Oh, the Canadian.
Oh no.
Are they gonna be able to dodge this? Oh no.
Oh.
I was watching them when I was watching them practice. Their main strat seemed to be side jumping out of the way when the laser shoots. But I guess they didn't have enough of a view on the Guardian. That's the name. Enough view on the Guardian to be able to dodge it in time.
That was tricky because there were 2 black recombins on horses, and the Guardian chasing him, and 2 QQs.
Oh, okay. So Specs went back. So he went back to the shop where you buy the lantern in order to buy the mask shard.
The Guardian over there. I wanted to get the horse.
Ah, I see. Okay, that's a good idea.
I don't know if that's a good idea to go for that.
Oh, how far back does that set Skurry?
Guardian.
I feel like they did the last time. There's auto saves, right?
Yeah, there's some auto saves. Yeah, like every 5 minutes, and when you discover locations and things. So he's not too. They're not too far back.
Same.
Oh man.
See him up there.
Oh, is that a
Here we go.
Oh no.
What?
Oh, there's some little talus dudes coming at them.
It looks like they're taking a wide berth. Is that the Guardian that they ran into last time?
Yeah.
Over on the hill.
Trying to avoid him.
Making sure he's far enough away so that it doesn't train in on him.
Here we go.
Oh,
I remember there was an April Fool's post on, I think it was IGN or something.
Oh my
about
god.
being able to climb into a Guardian. Did you see that ever?
No. Climb into a Guardian?
Yeah, it was like an April Fool's post that IGN made.
Oh.
Like, it was like a speedrun tricks video, and like the first half of the video was like actual speedrun tricks that worked. And then they were like, if you stun a Guardian and go underneath it, you can actually climb into
That's
it.
fantastic.
So I remember spending like 2 hours trying to climb inside a Guardian, but the button didn't.
Oh
no, dude.
That's
God. Yeah.
Okay, I'm so interested in what Skurry's doing right now. I'm fully invested. So they go into a Burko camp, right? And I don't know what they're trying to do. Oh no, they're just running around it. Oh, I think they're just trying to avoid the Guardian. Okay, because they went through a lot of effort to get over that mud.
Specs now heading into Watcher Knights for the first time. Very exciting. Looks like he doesn't know. You can actually, so if you use the Dream Nail on enemies, you get Soul, which you can use for spells and healing. You can actually Dream Nail the Watcher Knights before the fight starts for free. So, but it looks like he doesn't know about that trick. And he's already taken 2 hits on the first one. The main speedrun trick for Watcher Knights is that you can kill the first Watcher Knight before the second one spawns. So they spawn, so the way it would work is you kill the first one and then the last 6 all spawn in pairs. And then you can use your spells, like you have to position them so your spells hit both of the Watcher Knights that are currently alive in the fight at the same time, so you can kill them faster. But again, I'm sure he's just more concerned with staying alive and killing them than he is killing them fast.
He seems to be doing a pretty good job, though.
I was behind the tree.
He's doing, and it's interesting to see how fast these later pairs will die again with the nail upgrade. That will definitely increase his time. But it is, I would say casually, it is very difficult to find a spot to heal. Like that's one of the biggest things. An impossible any percent. This arena has and he took a death. An impossible any percent. This arena has like a saw on the bottom that moves back and forth of the arena.
I think I just stood on
and then
that.
2 spikes that shoot out that are like on the sides of the walls. Oh no, they looks like they both took deaths there at the same time.
Yeah, Skurry died from a Guardian a second ago, and
a second time.
But
yeah. Anyways, that is to say that even I am still having trouble. I mean, I still have trouble looking for places to heal in that fight. So.
Yeah, it looks like impossible.
Maybe Specs, I don't know if he's just going to be more concerned with just not getting hit and like not going for heals, or if he'll try and find a spot to heal. That'll be interesting.
I remember when I fought Watcher Knights, I just thought, you know what, I can't do this. I'm just going to get rid of all my charms and put on the most damaging charms, or whatever I could, to just try to help.
You know what?
My path yesterday, or like when I was practicing.
I think Specs can hear me because he in fact Dream Nailed the Watcher Knights.
I think I went way more.
Oh no!
Like a speedrun trick you can give. Oh no, Skurry's deaf muted, so he actually won't hear it. But
I could have potentially got horses, but
Can you tell me about a speedrun trick that might help Skurry out?
Oh man. This is really difficult with Skurry because there's just so many Guardians in Hyrule Field.
Yeah, that's one thing I remember for sure. Oh, he's taking. It looks like they're taking an incremental save when they get closer. Does that?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Can you get soft lock? Like not like soft lock, obviously because you can play it out, but like can you make a save where like say like a Guardian Beam is coming straight for you and you're not able to dodge, so every time you build a save you die?
Yeah, you, no,
I can avoid that.
you can save and it would reset the Guardian's position to where he originally is, like at the start of the world.
Yeah,
so
maybe
you could do that. It wouldn't be a bad idea
or
to
something.
save and reload. It's not a bad strat, actually.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they're doing. Is they did just take a save hiding behind that tree.
Yeah.
Finding, I guess, a sequestered place to try and get a bit of respite. Looks like they're getting pretty close though to the castle.
I also
and Specs is getting a lot farther in the fight this time than he did last time. It looks like he was able to
I went through last time. Unless this is it.
It's hard to watch both games at the same time because they're so different and you have to pay attention to such different things. He's on HP now. Oh, this is so tense.
God, yeah, I know, man.
I feel like I should stop talking and just like... But, oh man.
So difficult. I know it sounds like a forehead kind of thing, but I feel like if Skurry learned how to win bomb, even if like in the most basic kind of way, it would have really helped them out.
Maybe it's further
with this, but obviously that's obviously hindsight 2020, but definitely would have been a good idea.
I'm having trouble seeing the back because you can see how many Watcher Knights left in the background. I think he's on the last 2. I think Specs is on the last 2 Watcher Knights.
Gosh, that'd be pretty.
Now he's not the last one. As long as he doesn't die here. Okay, he healed up. Yeah, he's on the last one. This is the tail end of the fight. It's a lot easier to watch.
I've just been running through fields for 15 minutes.
I think he's pretty much in the clear, but I don't want to. Maybe I should have said that. Nice. Okay, he did it.
Wow.
Okay.
Was that the second try?
That's like
that was the second try. Yeah, he's
Wow.
gone over his roadblocks pretty fast here.
Acorns? No, not acorns.
However, I will say another roadblock
Truffles.
was going to be deep nest, especially if you don't really
That's
know
a
where
day.
you're going and you didn't really practice it that much. Deep nest is very, very intimidating. Even from a speedrun standpoint. Like,
God.
so the big run killer in most any percent runs, at least on
Truffles
the
here.
Nice little elevator
is
ride.
the Umu boss, the big jellyfish boss you had to fight.
Oh yeah.
A lot of its attacks are RNG. So the patterns it gives you, and there's
really?
there's a quick damage cycle you can do where you can kill Umu in 2 cycles. And I don't think not on current patch. On current patch is different because they made Umu more difficult, which is just another thing that is like Team Cherry is not very friendly towards
radish
speedrunners
though.
for.
Yeah.
That's good. That's very good.
Where was I going with that? I don't even remember.
Oh no.
Never mind. Never mind. I started talking about Umu for no reason, I guess.
A couple of those. That's good.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Skurry's getting really close now. Oh, Skurry's got a couple hearty radishes. That is
they did
really
find
useful.
some
This is it.
Okay.
Nice.
Good,
That is
good.
not the forest I was thinking of, but I didn't even know there were radishes there.
This is the
so
forest
that
I
was
was
really
looking
smart
for.
from Skurry.
We're both learning new things.
Yeah.
Better speedruns.
And the truffle. Wow, they must have prepared.
Got, like, truffles and
they must have
radishes and
prepared
stuff.
this.
Maybe they went foraging during their practice, looking
Oh, I only
for
found, like, one.
possible upgrades.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh, a couple acorns.
Good
Oh,
enough.
brilliant.
Now,
Gotta move on.
from my memory, how many? There's a lot of like bananas just normally, right? In Hyrule Castle.
Let's see.
Because the speedruns that I watch are the amiibo speedruns where he just spawns a bunch of fish and uses the fish and that way.
Yeah. So yeah, if you use amiibo, you can get the fish. But if you don't use amiibo, you can get. It's RNG because there's a crate down below dining hall, and it has 1 to 4 bananas in it. And 4 bananas is basically impossible. You'd never really get quad bananas, but you can get 1 or 2 bananas from there.
Quad banana.
Yeah, quad banana is like the dream. I've got it one time. It was insane. I got it in a brace. It was brilliant.
Right past this one.
But you could get 1 to 2 bananas there, and then you can pick up an extra banana in dining hall, and then if you cook that with the razor shroom that's in there and like an apple or something, you can get a pretty long-lasting attack up potion. So Skurry might do that.
That's another. I guess that's another
How
little
low
parallel we
defenses
can
are.
draw between the two games because quad banana sounds like the 1 in 1,000 run kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just walk
So
right
there's
in.
there's
Yeah, he's
there's a thing in Hollow Knight. There's an NPC in Hollow Knight called Minderbug, where there's that first sign you see when you drop down into Forgotten Crossroads. If you break it and then go back to that area, it looks fixed and it's like all patched up and it has like these patches on
Yeah,
it.
I might just go to this platform.
And I don't remember
think
the
that's what I
exact
did
odds. I
last
think
time.
it's 1 in 200 or something like that. But every once in a while, I think I've only seen him 4 times in how long I've been running? Like 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm in the
I've been on and
water.
off. I haven't been like doing runs every day, but
Don't play the cutscene.
definitely a very, very rare
I'm in
occurrence.
water.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so every time he appears in the speed run, everybody freaks out and it's like the blessed run. And,
Oh, there he is.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's actually like, it's actually kind of sad because the only way you actually figure out who that is if you kill him on accident. And then once you kill him, he drops the key to his house. And then you go to his house and he has a diary there and he's like, fixing signs is my favorite thing ever. Boy, do I love fixing signs.
Really?
Yeah, and then
so cool.
you have to kill him to get there. It's like, oh no.
Oh, that's great.
After a lot of slow running.
Okay, looks like Skurry's
I'm going
finally getting the
around.
castle exterior.
Is there
Can I
dragon
get up
part
here?
in
I think I
here?
can.
No, fire arrows. Okay. There's a couple of the chests have dragon parts in there which can extend potion length, which would have been really big brain, but I don't
Really?
think it do it. Yeah.
Maybe not with these
I
jumps.
didn't think I ever found one of those.
Yeah, a couple of them can. We actually use what we do is in like longer speed runs, like the 5-hour plus ones, we farm one of the dragons for like a bunch of his horns.
Okay, wait.
And then
Oh, as in like the big dragons on fire. Right?
yeah, the big old dragons.
I was gonna
You can
say I don't remember fighting a dragon in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I remember.
So we use those to like get like a really long-lasting speed-up potion. So we get like a 30-minute long fast potion. It's great.
Gotcha.
So the map.
I remember in my casual playthrough, the place where the lightning one spawns at the top of the waterfall.
Oh yeah.
I'm over
I hadn't
here.
seen any of the dragons up to that point, and then like this thing starts happening in the water, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Guards all
What's
the time.
happening?
Oh my
It's
gosh, shoot, I
so
should've
cool when
pulled
you
up
see
on
the
that.
dragons.
I thought I was gonna fight a dragon
Get to
for
the
a second,
guards.
but then it just, I mean, it's cool anyways. But like I was
Yeah.
let down because like, oh.
Oh. I want to fight a dragon. Oh god.
I remember
Please don't
where
get hit by
the
that.
dining hall is
Okay.
and the bananas and stuff.
And, okay, Specs is now
But I
going for
kinda forget where
the
the-
thing that I was talking about where he was like came into my chat talking about, oh, yeah, I need like a bunch of extra geo. I'm gonna go buy this key that's worth like 750, and I was like, there's one on the ground like relatively close to you, and he's really. So that's what he just picked up as a simple
Definitely
key.
gonna need a lot
It's
more
definitely saved a bunch of
equipment.
time farming that geo.
I didn't sit
So
by the
instead of doing the
bench,
acid skip we were
so
talking
I'm all
about
the way
earlier,
back up
he's just going to go
top.
the intent. Actually, I can't even think about how he's getting there in my head. He said he's going through waterways, but yeah, I just don't know that route. So I'm gonna learn something new now. Learning how to get to Umu casually because I've been doing it speedrunning way so long that
I can't even remember either.
I mean, we go through Fog Canyon, but I don't remember how to get to Fog Canyon through.
Yeah, there's
water.
no way I
Bring
can
the
jump
thing
out of the
down,
way at that.
damn it.
At that, like,
Yeah. Oh,
Close to
Skurry.
he's trying. They were.
They
They
were
were.
way
not
too
happening.
close to that guardian to
Yes.
pull that off.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I
We're
remember
trying to
sneaking
side
past
hop,
this one,
but
though. There was something
I feel
did.
like they could have potentially saved a lot of time learning the timing to parry with a shield, or maybe
It's definitely a way past
maybe
it.
pot lid doesn't have enough durability to parry enough guardian beams to.
You definitely can. You
Where's
can
one?
parry with the pot lid. But the thing is that, well, you actually do have to parry Calamity Ganon's laser with the
Right.
pot lid at the end of the run.
Oh, they made it around the cliff in time. That was clutch.
Oh gosh, that's
Barely
so
making it
scary.
around that lip in the.
Oh man. The Guardians are so scared. Oh, okay, wait. There is actually a. Oh my gosh. Skurry got huge. Right. Okay, so this is where the Dinroll
That is not useful.
part is.
So if we had the
so-
arrows or something.
They should be using that in the potion, I
Sales
assume.
do.
Yeah, you could use them for potions and
Oh,
stuff.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
And that's upgrades and all that. Yeah.
It's like an actual
Bananas.
potion, like a dragon potion.
Oh no. No, you can like upgrade your like whatever potion.
Found the banana place.
Exactly. Oh.
Getting the bananas here as well looks like.
These arrows are gonna be really useful. I
where
assume
the
they're
heck
just
is
gonna
the
grab a
guard
lot of
place?
arrows. Nice, 5
Yeah,
bombers.
That's the bench.
When I was watching him, his
dining
last
hall is
2
up
hours of
here.
practice last 2 hours
I guess
of
we'll do
practice
that
last
now.
night. And he seemed to be
We're
running.
gonna have to go back down to try and
They
find
seem to be
the-
running out of arrows. Towards on the third plate.
The guard plate.
Is Aqua the
Okay.
third one or is Fire?
armory.
The third one? Fire. Yeah, fire.
So they seem to, they were looking pretty low on arrows going into the
Right.
going into the third one.
Wait, hold on. Where am
He's need quite a bit of arrows
Yeah,
for
it's-
Calamity, so Skurry's gonna need to grab a lot of arrows.
That'll be interesting to see where they
No,
they
this
manage
is
to find
actually
all
a
the
different
arrows that he
tower.
needs. Is he just
Oh,
making sure the coast is clear right now, or
this is an entirely different tower.
I'm not sure. Just have a look at the
music's
sky,
good.
I guess.
I can understand like just standing there listening to the music.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
you
of
know.
going, like near the dining
Nice
hall.
game.
That's still targeting me.
So does Specs like the Specs seem like he knows exactly where he's going right now because
It's a good rep though, I think.
I don't know. This is like the third time he's gone through this area.
Oh,
I think he just now sold stuff to
The way
Lim,
in.
so he's probably going back to buy the lantern at this point.
Okay.
And then he's gonna head into Crystal. Or actually, he doesn't even need to head into Crystal. Because if he's not doing the acid skip, he doesn't really have a reason to go into Crystal Peak. But he definitely needs the lantern
I'm doing
anyways.
a lot of safety saves
because deep
we're gonna
nest.
just die to submarine
You
guard
can
and
go
lose a
through.
bunch of
There
progress.
is a route. I don't remember quite which route, which category it is, but there is a category in Hollow Knight where you don't even buy the lantern and you go through Deep Nest completely blind. Well, not completely blind, but it would be like the equivalent of that one shrine where everything is dark and you can't see.
yeah.
Shoot.
And
Yeah,
like,
that would be
there's
It's definitely lower down
spiders and enemies and
than this.
everything's weird.
Oh
and,
gosh,
ugh,
what am I doing?
I hate it.
Oh, man.
When I first fell down there, I was so freaking scared because they're literally
Armory.
like
Where the hell was that?
Yeah.
burrow out of the ground.
So spooky.
Definitely the spookiest area, casually. So how close is Skurry to the blights? I can't even really tell. Because he still has to go pick up all the weapons, right?
Yeah, they need to get a bunch of equipment.
Oh my gosh.
As soon as they're gonna go cook.
Why?
They have like
Why
3
is this
beams
so
trained on them at
terrifying?
once. This is really scary.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Ah,
Not
this is so.
They're just juggling the aggro.
Yeah. Oh no.
I'm not sure which way to go.
So scary, man. Oh, this
think
is
I'm going
tricky. I
too high
really
up
don't know what
before
they're
I
gonna
get
do. I see. So they need to cook, and they need to get.
Chat's
The
telling me all
weapons.
skills is one category and 1% as well.
This is a terrible route.
Although I don't think the Lumify Lantern counts as a... Actually, no, that would make sense then if they picked it up. Anyways.
Oh, this is such a tricky
Oh,
situation.
looks like, are they backtracking? Oh no. Jay. It's like both runs have like such big roadblocks. And okay, and Specs is now going through this area for the 5th time.
I need to get over this.
Oh no.
Really hard. There's so much
Interesting. He bought the
training.
lantern and maybe he just saved. Oh, you know what? It's because he's saving and quitting, I think. I think he saved quit. I wasn't watching, but that's the only reason I would assume he's back in that area again.
I might have to just go back down.
So he has to take if he's going the
I can
Crystal
get
Peak
through
route,
here.
he has to take that lantern over to Forgotten Crossroads. Don't know where else.
Come on, I gotta be able to.
Going. Oh, Skurry taking another
I
death.
have to jump better.
I feel like, yeah, Specs is still so far from the. And I say so far. In a normal run, this would be like 15 minutes to the end.
I have
like
one
20.
banana.
It's again, it's
is
just
actually
so
all you
hard to
need
tell who's ahead.
before
Skurry
you
seems
get
Yeah.
but I
close to
also
the
don't have
blights,
like
but the
any
blights are a
weapons.
huge roadblock.
So I
And
need to go
Specs
back
is so
and find
close
the
to
armory,
Deep
but I
Nest,
forget
but
where
Deep
that
Nest can be really
Like
scary
entirely.
if you're not an experienced runner. So I feel
I know it's
I'm
lower
gonna
down,
act
so
like
I'm
it's
gonna have
close.
to, like, backtrack.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like.
It's so close right now. Holy crap.
How do you do
Yeah.
this part, dude?
Oh, no way. Chad is telling me that Specs is grabbing the
I'm just gonna go
upgrade
down it.
that would
I'm
allow
gonna
you
go
to go
past it.
through the Acid Eastmas tier. And that is definitely a huge detour. Because you have to go all the way to Crystal Peaks to get the dash. And then you have to run all the way back down to the sewers, which is what he got that key for. And then get the tier there. And then you'd have to go back on the normal route and just go through the acid.
That far down.
Right. Oh yeah, because there's acid like before Uma, isn't there?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, technically, I think you're talking about the acid in Umu's area specifically.
Yeah.
So,
You can just crystal dash over that. But the quick way to get to Uma in general, there's acid in the way that you have to swim through, which you use skill.
that is just like going. Not remembering this area at all.
I feel like once Skurry gets to if we see Skurry get to the blights, they will definitely be ahead. Because that will be the final fight as long as it takes.
Yeah.
They definitely seem to be having some trouble dodging these lasers. Ooh, just barely managed to hop out of the way of that one.
Oh man.
It's so tense. Watching
I know.
Skurry is so tense.
Yo,
Like,
it's
Specs
cool,
is doing
man.
hard. Specs is doing platforming, which is like interesting and it can be difficult, but just like the high octane.
here's-
Specs is getting really close to
dying
that here.
Oh man.
No,
Oh
don't get that
no.
cold. It's that coming.
Right? No.
That
I'm all the way
area
back
can
up
be
here,
really
dude.
annoying
closed
because it
room.
feels like you're safe, and then the crystal bugs can turn a corner and just snipe you out of nowhere. So that is what happened
What
there.
room is this?
There we go. Skurry's finally going to be able to enter the interior of Castle because his library. Yes, saving is a good idea. There's a boomerang in here that you can get, which is a good idea.
Library. I don't even remember going
Get
here.
that.
But I guess it's
From
the worst
here,
place to
you
die.
can-
It'd be easier
You
to
can go
find
into all
those.
sorts of places. But this is really where the weapons are, so this is really good for Skurry actually. They finally made it into the interior.
I would. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say. I was gonna say if I was in Specs' place, I would do this. Oh no, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. But
What?
I mean, if he did, I doubt he'd be able to
That
just
thing just
suddenly
has
figure it
bomb
out, right?
arrows?
Or I don't know.
I mean, it's a very simple thing. It just saved
Oh,
time
okay.
if you were to die again, and just saying that probably
Okay.
gave it away. But but yeah, deaths and Hollinator are definitely the more punishing.
Yeah.
In like any speedrun I can think of right now.
Oh. pretty sword.
Is sitting on a bench a good strat in a speedrun, or if you just die? Is it just a
We
dead
do
run?
we use it for a couple save and quits.
Oh, okay.
So. Let me think real quick. In the any percent category, a big one that saves. I mean, it doesn't save a lot of time, but you sit on the bench in Dirtmouth before you go to Crystal Peak.
They have arrows.
So when you save and quit, you get the dash.
Bomb arrows,
Like,
dude.
are just
Are you
super
kidding me?
Close to Umu already.
I can't go
and you
this
have
way.
the speedrun
This is
check you need to get
impassable.
there. So you get, as soon as you get the dash, you save and quit to that
What a
bench.
trick.
And then the other save and quits we have are like more like hard saves. So after you pick up Vengeful Spirit, that's a big hard save where you get the dash cloak and you save and quit there. You get the Mantis Claw and then you save and quit there.
I don't have any shock arrows.
Yeah, definitely a huge time saver.
I found shock arrows in my.
Skurry is getting destroyed by this Office over here, but he's got a Steel Laser Bow and bomb arrows. So freezing them, very clever. I don't think they
Can you afford to do that to every enemy they see though? He has
not every enemy.
There's so many, right?
Yeah, you don't have enough ice arrows for that. Got the scare in his office. Okay.
Oh, we found it. We found it.
He's got a spear. Okay, so this is actually one of the rooms that we.
This is where I want to be.
Perhaps changing now, but I'll just pretend we still use it. But this is one of the rooms that we use 90%. It's where we get most of the arrows for Calamity. Well, it's where we get all the arrows for Calamity. And this moblin here also has a real claymore, which is really useful for blights. So I think Skurry needs to grab this. I think they have shock arrows, so they could just shock him and grab it. But
Can't you just slap them twice with a big weapon and they drop it, or is that only with smaller?
Big weapons.
you would need a good weapon for that. And there's not really. There is actually a nice claymore down here, which you can like. You can try and fight the moblin. It's a little scary to do, but you can fight the moblin with that claymore.
So not his axe that he has.
No, don't be idiot.
Oh, it looks like. Oh, he's using the bomb.
I was gonna sneak attack.
Why could I not get that
this
kind of
is
a
not
pattern
the right
the first
place.
time?
Whatever. I
This
can
is
get these.
interesting.
Oh,
I don't know what he's
it
gonna
looks like whatever it was doing didn't really go as planned.
Those are decent, I
Going
guess.
down the cliff there.
Damn it.
Here we go. So just.
This is not what I was thinking of. This is not the room I was thinking of. This has,
Oh
like,
no!
Oh no! Hey, I couldn't even see that moblin taking a swing at him.
Yeah, he was
He didn't
just
either.
about. Oh man.
But he did just hard save right before that, so maybe
True.
again,
He'll be okay.
dying
Nope.
seems to be not really that much of a problem for him.
wow, nice respawn.
Specs taking a moment to contemplate life, I
Yeah,
suppose.
I should have maybe memorized the castle more. It's just so
Staring
confusing.
into the wall
think.
face there. Yeah, maybe he's thinking about his route.
What am I doing right now?
Did Skurry just drop a weapon? Oh,
Oh, Skurry's getting a frost. So
to
they're
take care
gonna
of
use
the
that.
problem?
Yeah,
That'll be
yes.
interesting.
I don't know if it's enough damage. Well, I guess it is enough damage if you hit it.
This is not the room I'm thinking of. This
Right.
doesn't have like anything to do.
They really should just go in and just hit the
it
mob
has a
with
shield,
the frostblade. Like that would really just be ideal. You can do
Take the shield over you.
Run! Oh, it took a swing at him.
Serious?
It's just so tense again. Like it feels like it's really close. But
No,
I
what
don't,
am
I
I
don't know how far away
doing?
from Blight Skurry is, and Specs is closing in on
I thought I'd make that.
Crystal Dash, which will put him one step closer to his endpoint. Oh, is it
Honestly-
Skurry out of death though?
it does feel like they are pretty
Where's
close,
that
to
shield?
be
The
honest.
shield's like-
Kinda. I mean,
No, that's-
Skurry's. I mean, they're having a bit of trouble.
Yeah, I'd say Scurry's like marginally closer to their goal.
Yeah.
Than
Oh
Specs is.
no!
Although,
Damn it!
oh no, Specs doesn't know about that strat. That's That's a
Man.
huge time loss. He was so close.
How far back? Oh no. That
Well,
is
he
far.
took the bench this time.
Oh, okay.
So, but those platforms can actually no, well, I'll just say it, whatever. Those platforms, when they're upside down, you can actually pogo on them with your
Yeah, I
nail,
know you
and
can
they'll
hit the
flip
platforms
right
and they go back around.
back. So taking an unfortunate death.
I'm in the
there,
wrong
not knowing that
place, dude. I'm in the
strat.
wrong place.
What was I saying? Oh, I was saying Skurry looks marginally closer to his goal, but I think he has it's a lot higher in difficulty than what Specs has on his plate. Especially since Specs gets to take 5 hits before he dies, or 6 now, I guess. And Skurry can only take 1 at any given point.
So it's that freaking play.
Definitely hard to say which of these is harder for which one, but yeah, again.
Skurry again a Korok? Oh no. Yeah, Korok.
Why
Is
not?
it a Korok?
I freaking love the Koroks. They're
Bro!
so funny.
Oh, good lizard.
Get off!
There's a Royal Guard sword in this. Behind that, they should.
Oh no. Okay, there's a mechanic. Real quick, there's a mechanic in Hollow Knights. It's not a mechanic. When you die, you lose all your Geo, and you don't pick it back up until you kill your soul, or whatever the shade.
Yeah.
So if you die twice, that Geo you lost from the first death is unrecoverable.
Oh no.
And especially since his shade is so far into Crystal Peaks this time. It was like right at the end. He is under a lot of pressure right now to not take another death or risk having to farm all of that Geo again, which will take even longer this time, by the way, because he doesn't have those things that he sold to Lem the first time. So
It's on the dining hall.
Yes.
this is
Okay, I know the strat,
dang,
but
this is really tense from both runners.
Yeah.
This is really exciting.
Okay, so how hard is the Hollow
already?
Knight boss guy at the end? How hard
Did you
would
see
that
me the
be?
second
Just
after
that-
this?
I don't know. I didn't watch him practice it really,
because I was busy.
especially since he has the nail upgrade. I imagine it's gonna be. I think it would be easier for him than Watcher Knights was.
Right. Okay.
Because you don't need to focus
Dude,
on like
get
2 bosses
up.
at the same time. Obviously, the way things are going, I couldn't say. I don't think.
Yeah.
This is current patch. I believe Specs is playing on his Switch, and you cannot down patch
Get
on
the banana,
console.
it's over there.
Unfortunately, for
Oh
all the
my
console
God.
runners out there.
Skurry
Oh,
is getting the
he's-
good ingredients.
Yeah. Oh, and he's doing the quiet walk
Okay.
to this room.
I passed that.
Okay.
Alright.
Specs was on kind of low HP in that laser room again. I was getting scared for him. He needs to hit something to find a heal. There's a ooh. Oh no, he can't. That's not a bench right there. Never mind. I was gonna say he can take a bench right here, but there's a boss on it.
Oh,
So
what?
Okay, we're
actually-
gonna pot.
Yeah, that'd be
not a
pretty
bug.
tricky.
It's a mini boss. Oh, he got getting sniped by that laser
I have
again.
8 arrows.
It's one of the
I
most
have
frustrating
arrows.
things about this
I'm
area.
gonna need more arrows.
The little crystal bugs are on a cycle, but depending on how fast you do the room, the cycle can be different, and you can just get sniped again around the corner by those things. Skurry inching closer to this fire. What is he
I
trying to do
should've
here?
kept
Okay, so this is an
sneaking.
any percent shot that we actually use.
Crap.
But you threw the bomb in the
Forgot
wrong
about
place.
that.
But what you're meant to do is throw the bomb.
No, it is down there.
You're meant to do
I'm
is throw
so
the bomb.
lost.
Throw the bomb between the moblins so they start kicking it around, and then you just sneak straight from one of the moblins to get a stone smasher. And that's what Skurry's doing here.
Okay. Okay, Specs is approaching his shade again.
Attempt number 2.
Same area. I think he should be able
Attempt
to get
number
it just
3.
fine.
Yeah, he seems pretty healed up now. So
Yeah, it definitely took a couple detours to get the soul required for that. Okay. Kind of out of the water for Specs. He should. I think he's on more HP this time as well than last time. So he should be able to get to the crystal dash, no problem. But I would feel bad. So maybe I shouldn't comment on that. Oh, it spawns right there. Okay, I didn't know it spawned right there. I thought it would spawn.
Dude, what? How did you
He gets all this geo back.
This sucks. I did this so quickly last time. Because I knew, like,
Skurry failed the whatever you call it, strat.
this strat thing, yeah.
Never read
You have a
that.
name for it.
I guess there aren't as many names for things in that game as there are in Hollow Knight.
Yeah. It's
Do I
not.
have
Okay,
I need
Specs
the
made it.
bananas, though.
He has made it to the thing. Doesn't really need to heal up, but actually maybe he won't take the saving bit. I wonder what he's doing after.
here?
Okay, so this is Crystal Dash, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I keep
And
doing
he's-
I keep doing
There's a
If you
meme
nudge
there's
the
a meme in
control
the
stick at
in the
all,
Hollow Knight
'cause I'm
community
trying to,
called
like, turn a
Underplat,
bit.
where you instead of going over that platform, you dash under it, which is not at all a difficult trick.
So I need to make sure I'm facing
for that
the
reason,
exact path
whenever someone
while I'm
does it, run,
crouching.
Chad always freaks out. I was like, "Oh my god, he got under planet runner!" And it like it doesn't even save. It saves like half a second as well. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
it's fine. We'll get it eventually. We'll get it eventually.
Okay, so he did save and quit.
This is very important
Chat
because I
said
need
he's
to
going to go
cook
get
things.
Eastman's tier now. So, if how close is Skurry after picking up these weapons to being hooked up?
Are you really not going to notice that? Whatever. I'll just let you in place. It's fine.
Well, he has to go all the way up to Sanctum. It depends how long that takes him.
Oh shit! That's not a good enough weapon.
Oh, okay, nice.
That's not a good enough
That is the wrong weapon.
Oh no!
I didn't realize that.
So he didn't drop the. Oh, it looks so.
This sword should be good enough, though, right? This sword should be good enough. I think that's what I use.
Sure.
In practice.
So he would need to use a larger weapon to make him drop it there, as long as it's a sneak strike.
Yeah, it has to be a sneak strike. You can just straight up like beat up the
There's a lot of
guy
steps to
with
this
your
that
royal
I'm not
guard
used to.
sword, but you also have this guy with a spear. It'd just be really tricky to do.
Right.
And you also lose durability on your sword as well if you do that, so not ideal. Kind of want to keep as much as you can.
Why did you never notice that?
God, this is so scary.
Are you kidding me?
They need to throw the bomb a little bit more left, and then the bomb.
Okay, just kill me. Let me reattach.
Is the trick to get them both to notice it, or?
Yeah, you ideally want them. Yeah, you want them both to
spot,
notice
I
it, pretty
guess.
much. Yeah, and you want them to
They're
kick
supposed
it in
to
a
both
certain
notice
way to the right, where you can sneak strike one without the other one noticing you.
Right. So that's like what was happening last time. The other one kicked the bomb, and then went to go inspect the bomb that he had just kicked. So.
Yeah.
Kind of annoyed that it's taking me this long to do this.
I know those are. I know those are wrong. Okay. I thought I confused them.
Yeah.
What is your problem?
And Specs now making his way through the waterways.
Do I need to throw it further right? Is that what I need to do?
He's going to kill Dung Defender?
You wouldn't kill Dung Defender.
You have to.
That works. Okay.
You have to kill Dung Defender to lower the
he
water.
killed him finally.
Nice.
Killed him. Oh, brilliant.
Good job, Skurry.
So now they're gonna cook.
Oh, I thought he was gonna.
No! Oh no! Scary, no! Oh.
Gotcha. Oh, dang. I would be tilted with that. I'm sure Skurry has a different mindset. Or maybe he's not.
Why is Specs killing Dung Defender?
Good
For that.
question.
Because you have to. Friesman's tier.
Is he just doing it for the move?
I don't know. Because you don't kill Dung Defender to get to Eastman's tier. Actually, am I stupid? I might be stupid. You might need to kill Dung Defender in order to get Eastman's tier.
How'd you see me? I
But
can't do
and
this.
there's the way you normally get there. There's
I'm mad
there's a
that I
way
got
to do a
this so
speedrun
quickly in
skip called a
practice because I
spike
didn't realize how
tunnel.
precise this was.
So in Hollow Knight, there's like a cooldown of dash,
It's actually
obviously.
really hard.
But so you dash into the spike tunnel and you can stall in the air by using a spell, so that you could then pogo
I
and
didn't
then
pick up on
refresh
all
your
the
dash
small-
right there in a
small intricate
tight
parts.
hallway that you normally would not be able to. You have to kill.
But I need this cooking pot. If I don't
DD
get it,
if you can't do the
I'm
skip.
not going to be able
Okay,
to.
good to
Yeah,
know.
like,
I've literally never done
Have
it
higher
way
damage.
before, so.
and the
And so he is killing Dung
I'm
Defender
probably
in
not
order
even
to
going to
get
be
to
able to do the
Eastman's
fight
tier.
at the end.
I am in
Like, that's so
fact
hard.
the silly
I
one.
need that shit.
So, but yeah, so after he kills Dung Defender, he has to go around back towards the left. So dash to do that way to get the Eastman's tier. So again, Specs seems to be a lot closer to his goal than Skurry does right now. And Skurry having a bit of trouble with this section that he is. And he actually got both of them to notice at that time, but
The thing is, if you need to use the square bomb because the brown bomb rolls around, so it makes these moblins behave weirdly. Because you can see how they're just running about because the bomb rolls about. Yeah, so
it's like he's
real
doing
tricky.
maneuver instead of trying to get the weapon. Oh, that one is just walking in a circle and not noticing.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about the bomb thing.
You know the word.
No, put the scale in there.
Maybe I can get a sneak
Look
strike.
up, look up.
You can't cook when you're enemy near.
If you look up, the game thinks that the moblins don't exist.
No, someone took her to undeaf mute so we can unintentionally get
Oh, they got the sneak strike off. That's good.
Okay, he's killing one. Wait.
Oh,
oh
no!
Wait. Shit. Scurry killed the first one's friend, and the other one is still more.
No, dude, it was
kicking the bomb.
So
then
like,
killing
what
the
happens is-
intruder.
Oh, he was so close. Oh no.
Jeez. So what they can do is, what the bobbins do is, they can notice you,
That was so
but
jank.
they often prioritize kicking the bomb around. So, but technically, the mobbin has noticed you, so you can't sneak strike. But he's
Right.
also not concerned about you. He wants to kick the bomb because the bomb's funny. So, it's actually so
would
weird.
it be cheating to tell someone? Because we've helped Specs out a little bit. Would it be cheating to tell someone in Scurry's chat to give him a hint or no?
I think he's gonna be able to do it. I think he's figured it out now.
So okay, let's not do that then.
Are you,
Yeah, they both really are enjoying that bomb.
are you kidding me? I can't do
No,
it.
he's not.
Oh, he got noticed. He got noticed. Run, dodge. Oh,
That's a good face.
no, dude. Dang.
This is scary, dude.
Yeah, and Specs did kill the Dung Defender first try. They have figured it out. Okay. Looks like they're fine. Frick.
I just
Someone
wanna
should
go
tell
together.
commentary that I already knew
Yeah, I
how
know. I really
to,
apologize
you
for
know,
that.
I'm trying
People
Oh,
are getting it mixed up. We are trying.
Cook bananas.
use a dream nail on the
Anyways,
too
Specs,
hard.
Specs is now on his way to use Mystere.
on the
And
Watcher
then after
Knights. I
that,
just
he'll
forgot the
be
first time.
And then he's one step closer. So this
You
is
notice
the
it,
point.
mate?
Casually, I had no idea what like. I noticed the crystals, like there were those crystals on the ledge that you saw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't realize. Casually, I was like stuck in this section because
Let's
I didn't
go.
realize that meant you had
Let's
to crystal
go.
dash. I was just like, huh, why are these things here that were
Oh.
in Crystal Peak? But
Okay,
that's
okay,
actually the
okay,
hint to
okay,
the
okay.
player that you need to use crystal dash at
Yeah.
that point, and you can go all the way through that hallway. That normally you need to use the spike
Oh,
skip to do.
not
but
the right way.
Absolutely no way Specs was going to learn spike skip
Finally.
with the 5 hours he was given. That is one of the biggest roadblock I had when I was learning 106% the first time. Was
No, it doesn't
it's
refresh.
both a very specific timing for the dash, and you also just need to position yourself just barely outside of the acid so that you don't get hit by the acid.
So I'm gonna cook
Yeah.
Very, very
Apple
difficult trick to
too.
learn. I'm not surprised at all that Specs did not go for it.
Scary has finally killed these two moblins.
Really?
Able
Oh,
to
I was
cook.
looking away.
Lucky.
I
I want to celebrate when they do something good.
Free health.
yeah, that is.
Okay, but
That's
that's huge. That's huge for them then.
Yeah, definitely.
Because isn't cooking like the last step
Oh, don't you
before,
dare.
before blights? I know we just have
Yeah,
to, we just
but
have to
Scary
do-
needs a couple more weapons though. They do not have enough weapons right now. They do need to go back to that moblin originally that had the real claymore
Specs,
and
be
get there.
careful.
God, he's so low.
Yeah, he has to go through this arena. This is what you skip by doing the spike skip in the tunnel. Okay, it looks like he's
Oh,
fine.
I see.
Yeah, so you would skip this arena and you just go below the whole thing, instead of above. But looks like he's fine. He was able to kill
Yeah,
the last
dude.
two things with the fireball. Okay, he needs to be careful not to fall in the acid on accident here.
We got
there
his
we
mess.
go. Okay, he got it.
Okay,
So I'm really interested what weapon Scary is gonna grab.
let's do this one more time.
They really do have to go back and
Save.
get that claymore. I don't see any other way because you just don't have enough durability to finish blights.
Right, I was gonna say
And
that
let's go
spear.
try and
get this royal bow
Moblin
here.
spear probably isn't enough.
Yeah. Especially because Scary's doing wind blight as well. That's also going to use up a lot of durability.
Wasn't there? I feel like I remember seeing a video. Maybe it's not like a challenge run, but someone beating the final boss just with a tree branch.
Yeah, Point Crow does that. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Did he have to collect like 60 tree branches, or did he just like?
I'm not
have
sure how he did it. I didn't check.
No.
I think
break?
I assume they just like
There's
did like
potentially
a.
bananas here.
Oh, I'm not really sure how they did it actually.
Or I don't really care about the bananas, but
I think they might have done like a. Maybe like a.
I mean,
Oh, Skurry has
no
to
idea.
go
there's other things around here. There's like bomb arrows and stuff, and arrows.
You do
Look at all
durability.
these
I didn't know
bananas.
if that was
Maybe
a
I should've
thing
got
when you
these
did it.
first. Whatever.
So-
Oh, he's
Yeah,
getting,
yeah.
getting more. He's
Here's
getting
the
more
arrows,
cooking
okay.
stuff. Okay.
Definitely want those arrows.
Okay, so this is where we actually get arrows, some arrows and
I should go back and cook more
bananas and
bananas.
Nomi, any percent is actually the
Um,
spot.
Right. If he
There's
needed.
also something in the top.
If he were to go for like, if he were to pad his arrow count, is that like super far out of the way to find another spot for more arrows, or?
There's some arrows
Fire
up here
arrows, okay.
and
Oh, so someone's telling us how the guy did the tree branch
I
thing.
got,
Apparently,
uh,
the durability
really
with
don't have
that
my
royal
arrows.
halberd.
yeah. I didn't know that was a thing when Pokemon did it, but yeah, you can like transfer durability onto other weapons.
I feel like I need to find the guard place.
I
think we should go back in and try and find
yes.
I'm not sure where else we're trying hardly. I'm not very good at it, but we are very much trying to remember the program.
Mainly, I need more arrows.
It's difficult it gets mixed up because we're saying he for specs, and then we're also streaming to a lot of people, and yeah.
I'm having enough trouble keeping both streams and keeping the commentary up. So
yeah, we are trying. We promise.
Okay, Specs taking the very safe route through this room. There's
backup bananas.
Oh, interesting. I'm going this way.
Okay.
What is over here that he's going for? I'm curious. I literally don't even remember this room ever going in this area.
Maybe he just hates jellyfish. He just wants to kill as many as he can. Ooh, what's this? Okay, so Skurry's gonna go down here.
Maybe he just went in the wrong room.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I think that's what happened.
Hello, there's a dude. Actually, I've never been in this room.
Yes, we're both experiencing new things.
There is no reason to go in this room in any run, so I just don't know what this room's for.
Specs did just go into the wrong area at first. Now he's on track.
Oh gosh, Skurry.
Run.
Please
Go.
don't die.
Ooh. Oh, I thought that spear was gonna get him. Hurry up, them. Ooh.
Ah, I think he's gonna get. They're gonna get some ancient arrows.
Another bow.
On the balcony here.
It's Skurry getting raided by
really
blue.
Good. This is very good.
Oh.
All these arrows.
I wonder.
And a bow and ancient arrows.
Probably,
that's crazy good.
They don't have
I'm glad I found this.
They don't have stream audio, right? Skurry doesn't. I mean the stream audio. I mean like as in like the race audio.
No, he can't. They can't hear us. No.
Use the command if you're.
So wait, is it not worth it to pick up that sword there? Is that lightning sword not very good for blight?
Nah, it's kind of weak and it does like 20 damage.
It's so cool. I remember.
Did you ever get the pressure that I killed?
Divine Beast is it where there's like the electricity buffers?
Oh, the Boris.
Right? I remember casually, I accidentally threw one of the metal balls off of the Divine Beast.
Oh no!
And so what I did was, I took like a bunch of metal things from my inventory and did like a breadcrumb trail from one of the things over to the other.
Very clever.
Hitting me one
I guess I
hit.
forgot to pick it up.
Okay, so Specs is up his spot.
Yes. Current on the 1.2.1 patch speedrunners do there's a 2-cycle. They call it 2-cycle. I don't know if there's a name for it, but there's like a very specific place you can lure in order to do enough damage. You can kill her in 2 cycles. Although I know in current patch they upped Uma's HP to a lot. I'm definitely wrong.
I feel like I'm wasting so much time.
They changed Uma's HP to be a lot more than it was before. So while he is definitely having a much safer time due to Easemus here, going in the water there to dodge Umu, it will take. I think it will take quite a bit to kill Umu, especially if he is getting as many nail hits and spell hits as he is on Umu. So I think this is just going to be more of a slog for him. There's not really that much danger if he just plays it really safe.
Bottom right.
He seems to be taking a lot of hits.
Missed it.
So is he luring Uma into the right position, or is he just kind of
I think it's that way.
Oh no, don't die.
trying to get hit?
Please don't die.
Normally,
If I can figure out the route.
normally you can lure into the middle platform here, because that's where you can safely just nail and spell freely. But it looks like he's just
dude.
in the right spot. Oh no, he's not going to get enough soul to heal. Upwards. That's another thing that changed in current patch. Is that in the older patches, the reason the 2 damage cycle is possible is because Umu gets stuck in the platform. By stuck, I mean like if Umu is inside one of the platforms,
I should have used the heal.
she won't move. Like the recoil, I mean she won't recoil. And so you're able to get way more damage off than you would otherwise. That was a scary dash, but getting chased by those little Oh no!
Oh dear.
Oh, he was trying his hardest to survive. But in current patch, the platforms don't do anything.
Oh my god.
So Umu will always take recoil. So that's another difficulty current patch faces over the older patch right here.
Yeah, Skurry is what chat's asking. Skurry is pretty close. I think they're satisfied with the weapons they have, so I think they're just going to be going over to Blights, and all they need to do is kill the. Well, I say all they need to do, but they just need to kill the 4 Blights and Calamity Ganon after this. It's going to be pretty tricky for them, I imagine.
Yeah. So Skurry is on the equivalent of THK, but imagine if they were 4 THKs, and you had 1 mask, and you had to. I guess there's no parallel you can do with the nail really, but imagine doing no hit THK 4 times in a row, 5 times in a row. Except the 5th THK has like 4 times THK. that is the mountain.
That's perfect.
That is the mountain that's scary. But so I would say again, I'd say they're pretty close.
He ended up coming much.
Specs is still pretty far away from the end of the run. The amount of challenge, I would say, that they're both facing is about the same.
Skurry just reloaded and got killed instantly.
Wow. Oh wait, what happened? What happened to Skurry?
Skurry reloaded, and there was a moblin with a spear right in front of him.
Is he soft locked on that save then? We talked about it earlier. That's not a thing.
They should be fine. I think they can just reload or like just back something. Because look, the moblin's right there. Oh no,
Dude,
that's like
They weren't expecting it probably.
Oh my god.
That would be the saddest thing.
Yeah, he just gets speared a bunch of times.
If he just got speared infinitely. Like,
It's gonna take forever.
is there like an extra autosave, or is that the only save file?
Yeah, there's like 4.
Actually, okay. That would be so sad for him because of that.
Oh man.
Oh, Radiant. Yeah, I don't do Godmaster very often. There's, in the newest DLC patch for Hollow Knight, there's like a boss where you can fight the boss.
That was a better
One of the difficulties is you die. So it's 5 Radiant THKs. The last THK has a bunch of PvP. To some of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's the entrance.
They're going away from Satan quite a bit.
Maybe they're looking for more weapons, or is it just a safer route, do you think?
Oh no, I got greedy, dude.
Oh, this is gonna be.
I took another deck. Specs is having a lot more trouble with Umu than I thought.
I got super greedy.
I feel bad when I say things are hard or easy, because I do impossible any percent, and in my head,
Yeah.
it's like the tricks are easy. Like learning the tricks are easy. Doing them all in a row is hard. But like, so I say
Description of speedrunning right there.
It's like, yeah, like I don't want to come off as like it's like, oh, this is so easy. Why are you having trouble?
No. I mean, that's just the way it is, isn't it? 'Cause you do it all the time, so.
It's like I've been speedrunning it for so long. I don't really remember how much.
Yeah, it's hard to relate to someone who's just started.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I believe in Specs. He seems to be having the strategy down. It's just the quick attack with Umu. He seems to be having trouble dodging. This one, yeah, it's like it's hard to react to the short attack. There are a couple safe spots. But maybe he'll figure it out. We're wasting the fireball there as well.
Skurry, this is going to be really difficult for you. Oh no. Okay, so what are they going to do? So they're going to try and go around this Malice while being shot by a Guardian. Okay.
How's he going to use an eyeball? He has to kill her, so he's have to... Is he going to have enough stamina to get up there? Oh, it looks like he missed that face to grab onto it. And he's floating all the way down now.
Cliffface is not cooperating there. Wow.
Not sure what they're doing.
They're probably just going to reload, right?
It's so difficult to get to Sanctum without without like
I can't fight
doing a
Ganon with my
stasis
current
launch or
weapon.
wind bomb.
Are there things you can stasis launch off of? I feel like there's no trees or boulders to be found.
Yeah, before
I have like a torch.
before wind bombs, you would go into you would finish castle in the library, and you would charge up a box to like
That was a double, that
and then
was
you would stand on it, and it would
Like I have good
you would
bows,
launch
but I
up.
don't have that
Like
weapon.
the sanctum,
Like
but
sword weapon.
it's really hard tricks.
Yeah.
And for some reason, even with the map,
Specs is getting a lot farther in the fight this time.
That's careful in the bottom
He is getting
left,
more
but I
skewed.
don't know what
Come on, dude.
I
Oh,
feel like,
dude,
I feel
you're
like
kidding me.
I feel, this race has been a lot more tense.
Trying really hard to
because,
find
just
some
because we
way
don't
to
know
get
how close they are. So
Yeah.
like
it's like they're always
So just,
It's just so hard to maneuver around castles without any sort of movement options. Oh gosh, that is close.
trying to find the door. at
He
the
also
bottom
doesn't,
again.
doesn't look like. Oh no, he didn't heal. Well, that's risky. Maybe he thought he was really close.
Didn't think I was
So,
close.
you can actually tell when Umu is going to. Oh my God, that was a clutch jump. That was a clutch jump from Specs. You can actually tell when Umu
Just
is going
so much
to
health,
not do
dude.
another attack because she moves slower according to before she gets hit by Coral. So, oh my gosh, I am so scared for Specs right now. I feel like he's really close to the end of the fight. I'm on the edge of my seat. Okay, he's getting another damage cycle here. He's gonna get another soul.
Has to heal shortly.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, oh my gosh, I was so scared for so long. Ooh, wow, he's getting. I don't want to say lucky, but the spawns for the short attack are definitely being favorable on the jumps that he's taking. Though.
Do you think Specs is thinking like,
Just comes back
I'm so
here.
close to killing Umu, I might as well just like
Then this is a
go
one-way
in,
door.
or
I don't know. I can't well gauge how. Oh, he was one
Oh.
Oh,
Good for him getting past Umu. I was
Jeez.
his hands on his heart. He's so relieved to be out of that fight. Me too,
He's just
buddy.
surrounded by
I was
one-way
so
doors.
terrified for the entirety of you being. It was on 1 HP for like
yeah,
a good 2 minutes.
man.
That must have been. His heart must be beating, like blood pumping right now. Oh no, Scurry's out of stamina. Oh,
Scary, no.
taking another death.
I'm just trying to think of how you can get out of the sanctum, but it just seems so difficult without anything.
Yeah. How if there's like how I keep saying how close is he to Blights, which isn't a good question. But like, is he like halfway up the castle? Is he like?
Not much
where-
I can
He's
do
like,
besides
he is like
the door.
halfway up. He's halfway up, but they're halfway up. But it's just so hard to get up there because there's so many guardians and stuff, and you only have one wheel stamina, and you don't have like,
Yeah.
you know, gales or anything like that. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just really.
I can imagine Volley's scale being.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll try and
Maybe you
find
should
a
have just
door
taken a
from the
detour and done the whole.
opposite side.
route.
The last
Maybe.
time we went down there was no entrance at all.
Wouldn't have to do wind blight in a.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I'm sure he was having trouble with him. Like, they were having trouble like, during their practice as well.
Yeah.
How do I get over
Too bad he's deaf
there?
muted. He can't hear they can't hear these insane
Can you try
strats.
going out the balcony?
Yeah, chat's asking. Yes, both the runners are in the call with us right now. Although
Specs can hear us. And
Specs can hear us, and yeah, Skurry cannot.
I'm so curious
So
of like
I accidentally let a few things slip for
intended
Specs.
legs over there.
Not they weren't like huge spoilers.
Because you
for
come
the
through the
run,
front
but
gates,
Little
and everything's
hints that
blocked
feel
up. And
attached like that, but, yeah.
there has to be some way.
Oh no, man. It's looking really bad for Skurry here because there's the only boss left in the way for Specs is Hollow Knight, is THK. He just has to get through Deep Nest, which
But I think like from this
I
balcony,
mean,
I might be
again,
able to
I
get
think
some-
it's if you know what you're doing, it's pretty easy. But the way things have been going, where's Specs going? He's going the wrong way again. Okay. But the way things have been going for Specs,
Go
who knows? Maybe
here.
he'll take enough deaths for Skurry to be able to catch up.
Okay, this is kind of big brain from Skurry. So, okay, wait. They need to get their stamina back, but this is kind of brain. There's actually a there's a couple places where you can like easily climb up to Sanctum,
Up near the
like
guard
without using
tower.
bombs or anything. You do it in like any % damageless.
Right.
But like they're super hard to find. It's like some tiny little like ledge where you can regain your stamina.
Right.
So,
And it's like not even a ledge. It's just like one of those rocks. That,
yeah.
like you could stand on it.
It's just a
Yeah, like one of them is
precious
just like a window, like the
No.
top part of a window.
Oh, there's a way in.
Okay,
There's a way in.
Saved
Here.
from hit by the explosion, but I'm wondering. No,
I
that
finally
probably doesn't
found
go
a
high
way
enough.
in
I was just thinking of the mechanic
Maybe.
where, oh, he's getting rolled onto the blade. Oh my gosh! I thought if they had gotten rolled onto the blade, I would have been really sad.
That would have been horrible.
If they had gotten comboed by the laser into the blade. But I was saying,
No, that's not a way in.
the mechanic where
This
if
is
you like,
ridiculous, dude.
No, 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 no. Oh gosh. Okay, right. Sorry, go on.
that's okay. The mechanic where you light something on fire and you get an updraft.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because what you can actually do, you can set a spicy pepper on
Not
fire,
sure
and
what
that
to do at
actually
all.
gives you an updraft.
Right, yeah.
This went a
Although
lot
I thought
better in
some- I
practice,
thought
like, I
they
found
cooked
that room
all
right
their
away
spicy
and-
peppers, no?
Oh yeah, true.
I didn't realize how insanely hard it was to find. So
Oh, I really don't know where they're going. They could have kept on walking from there to go up to
there's like
Sanctum.
a
So
there's like a lower entrance.
Is there like
I
an
don't know.
interaction you can take that's safer? Is he like, are they like looking for like a back way
You
up the
map all the
mountain?
entrances.
I don't think there's a way through the interior that
let's
will
just
get you
check
all the way up to
driveway
Sanctum. We have to go to the
check all the
exterior at some
entrances.
point.
People asking who's closer. Specs is definitely much closer to the end of the run than Skurry is right
Yeah.
now. Specs killed Uma, which is the second out
There's
of
one
like,
at, like, the
fourth
end
boss
here.
or whatever. And so the only boss he has left is the final boss. And Skurry still has. They still have to get all the way up the castle.
This
and
is the
get
mine,
to, get to the
so
bosses.
there's nothing in
And then kill the bosses, which is another thing entirely.
Oh wait, no, I can get in here.
Oh, but I don't know. Specs might die here.
Here we go. Skurry going into lockup.
Was I here
Gonna get the Hylian shield.
already? I thought this
Oh,
was
yeah.
the mines that just was a dead end.
Oh, Specs just barely finishing that arena with 1 HP. Yeah.
I can't get
And
the
Specs
Hylian
plays
shield,
it
that's-
really safe. A death in like the middle of
gonna
Deep
happen.
Nest could be devastating.
Oh,
'cause it's so hard to get back.
Okay.
I just
Oh
wanna
no,
get
and
to
he
the,
did take a death. He missed a dash onto the
the
platform.
guard place.
So it's still possible for Skurry to come back into this race, but they're gonna need to find to get over this roadblock of getting to the shrine.
Yeah,
In order-
they
in
really
order-
need to figure out. I just really don't know what. we can
How much?
do.
Each runner. Originally, they were only going to allow each other 3 hours to learn their speedruns. But then Skurry was like, "Hey, so these blights are hard. Can
Found it, I
we have
think.
2 extra hours?" So they were each given around 5 hours to learn their speedruns.
Okay.
And I think Skurry they kind of took the same strategy where they spent most of their time learning the speedruns on the
somewhere in here.
bosses. So Spec spent most of his time learning Watcher Knights, which paid off because I think he did it second try, right? He did
Is
Watcher
it?
Knights second try, and Skurry spent most of his time
Yeah.
on the lights, but he's
The
having
other
trouble
way?
getting there.
I know that's
So,
the way
but I
back
think once he
up.
gets there, his practice should pay off.
But is the guard room the
They
other
seem to
way?
be a lot more comfortable
like there is
towards the
another
end
way.
of their practice stream that I was watching
Where's the
yesterday.
map? I still walk up.
Man, Skurry's. Oh, okay. I see. Skurry's trying to use the
see
map.
where the guard room is.
Oh, okay, I get you. Okay, so they're looking
need
at
to
the
go up
map
this
to
way.
see where they can go.
There's probably a much
and-
better way to get there, but I don't
Oh
know.
yeah,
what it
because you
is.
can see the big thing is getting on the top.
was
no?
how I got
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
You're all
Again, it's
done?
the big orange circle. Yeah.
This is
Okay.
how I got here in practice, I think.
Where is Skurry right now? I'm
Just
having
by
trouble
climbing
seeing
up
them
this
on the map.
wall.
Oh no! Did he just get sniped around
He
the
just
corner?
got
He just got sniped around the corner by a mob. That is
Oh
so
man.
unfortunate.
You can't get up. You can't get up here though. This is a lost cause. You can't get up
This
this
is hard to
this
find.
place without the updraft, and the updraft lever is
I
a
wonder.
bit
I
higher.
wonder how they did it in their practice. If that just wasn't working for them, they just decided to try and ad lib.
Oh my
I'm
god.
really not
stop.
sure. They must have had some idea what where they were going. This Moblin is
The
actually
same
really
Moblin.
annoying.
Oh, no.
I don't blame him.
Really?
Yeah, I've got hit by this guy many times. This Moblin is insane. He is literally, he is so smart. It's ridiculous. You go to this, well, you used to go to this guy in Hundo, because you need a Royal Guards weapon for a quest. And this Moblin hit me so many times, because he's just so enormous brain. He just knows exactly where you are.
Maybe it's like one of those trap things where he's like programmed to hit you when you come around the corner.
Yeah, probably, actually. That would make sense.
So he had already had a sight of him, or maybe they would have an easier time if they threw a bomb in first. But it looks like they made it around pretty easy.
You got there.
They're getting rocks thrown at them too.
This is clever, this is clever. Oh no, rocks.
Those only do like half heart. Is that?
Quarter of a heart, yeah.
It's hard to tell. Wait, I was saying, where is Skurry on the map? It's hard to see them. Is that them in that little like rectangle thing on the right side right now?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. I think you're right. Yeah. Oh, get the core up. Oh.
I can't see my streams properly right now.
Oh, they were right next to a pebble core. I was hoping to get it.
Okay.
Oh, they did manage to climb up. I thought you couldn't climb up. Hell yeah. Nice.
Let's go.
So they've got the updraft.
Did I?
But they're also...
Where's this updraft coming from?
You turn on a lever and it activates an updraft.
It's not
But they're just going to find themselves in the same place.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Skurry's gonna go left, and they're gonna be like, oh.
Specs did get past the part where he died last time, so again, he's approaching his goal.
Oh, nice.
Torch is not doing me very good.
Oh no, they're going right.
That's the exit. Wait, could I have got through here the whole time? Where is this?
Dang. I'd really love to see Skurry like at least get to Blights.
Yeah, I really wanted to.
It would be really hype if they both get to the final boss at the same time. And it was
it
actually turns out they were as close as we thought they were the entire time.
See, look, this Skurry's going towards where the Thunderblade is. Where yeah.
No, this section that Specs is in right now is definitely a very difficult section. I had to practice movement on this area a lot.
Where the hell am I?
I remember doing this casually.
Okay, but he made it through. But
did I not go the right way?
Maybe he gets this bench? No, he doesn't. Well, I was gonna say he's on really low HP to head into deepness with, especially this section here. We have to fall down blind, but you know he accidentally dashed off the wall. That is so unfortunate. That has definitely happened to me before. Where? Oh, he took that bench. I forgot that bench existed. There's a bench right there next to the arena where he died, and I completely forgot about it because you never take it on in any route really. I don't think. It's more of a safety bench, and yeah, safety benches lose a lot of time.
Lizard is chasing me.
And again, he still is facing, especially going through this super difficult platforming. You actually need, I mean, you don't need it, but he will lose a huge chunk of time if he loses his Geo here, because you need 250 Geo to unlock a stag station to get back fast.
Yeah.
So he has to be really careful going through this section to get back
to
his shade.
Discard all my trash.
Yeah, he's playing safe, hitting this soul. These flying mantises, I think they're called Petras, are again, they're flying enemies, and they're one of my least favorite flying enemies. They are my least favorite flying enemy in the game, because they hover just barely out of range of both your nail and your spell. So it is very, very easy to get hit by them because they fire tracking shots at you, but it's also hard to hit them back because they're so high up in the air, and they just, more often than not, will dodge out of the way of your spell.
Oh, okay. Skurry's just grabbed.
I don't want this
Claymore and a Knight's thingy. I forgot what one's called.
Well.
That's pretty useful. So this should be more than enough weapons at this point. So all they have to do, this should be good for them. I was worried about their weapons, but they should be fine now. They just need to get the second.
I was gonna say that what happens if he runs out of weapons and he's just in Ganon? Does he have to just parry for the next 30 minutes?
Well, yeah, if you get the second phase about weapons, that is going to be pretty tricky. There are a couple weapons in the Calamity fight though, so
I think
it would be okay.
Just got double comboed into the spikes before he got his shade back, but it looks like...
Oh god.
Yeah, that's something that can happen in Impossible Any Percent, and it happens often in boss arenas. What happens is, normally you have iframes after you get hit, But
Yeah.
if an
really
enemy
just-
hits you into a hazard respawn, the
Oh,
game
no.
Claymore,
treats it
that guy's
as
sword.
your iframes
And
as
Soldier's Claymore.
like the first time you got hit, that's when the timer starts. And even though you get hit again by the hazard respawn, the iframe timer doesn't restart. So if you get hit into
Oh.
the,
I can't
believe I spent this
into the
long trying
hazard
to find this
respawn,
place and I
you spawn again, but you're still
like
able to
nothing
get
from
hit,
it.
and you have to go through the animation of standing up. So it sucks because on THK, on current patch, the pillars do 2 damage. So it can literally happen where if
Well,
you're
if
doing a
I
speed
can
run with 5
sneak attack
HP
this guy-
and you're at full health in the boss fight, you get hit by the pillar into the spike, which is 3 damage, and then you spawn on top of THK,
Okay,
who
this
hits
time
you
we'll
into a
use the
spike
shock
again.
arrow on.
and you just
Oh
get
my
comboed from
gosh.
full
I need
health.
Oh man.
That
Or I
almost
can try
happened
to
to him
use
there
sneak
with that
attack. I
little
don't-
floating
I need
green
that
guy,
sword.
but he was able to sneak around it.
Even though it breaks like
Skurry
immediately.
just got hit by a
Dude.
moblin with a Royal
I don't
Guards
know.
Claymore.
I
I
just
think
need
he's
better
trying to
weapons.
grab that
I need
Royal Guards
something.
Claymore as well.
Did he save after he? Did they save after? I thought
Yeah.
they
I don't know
saved
why I'm
after they
struggling so
got
much
the
to find
ones they
weapons because I
wanted.
feel like I got
Oh,
I got
no.
like a really good.
Dang, this
loadout
is a
last
really
time.
sketchy position. Isn't
Very
that the same room
easily.
they were in before? Were they were like up on the
And-
wall with the mod one?
For some reason, I'm
No,
just
they haven't
not,
been in
I
this
don't have,
room
like,
yet.
anything.
This is the first
Okay,
time.
this is a
I
different
don't know what I did differently.
Yeah.
I don't know what went wrong, but
I will say, as dangerous as Deep Nest is,
oh,
there's
this is an
certainly a lot of
autosave
enemies
after I
that
already
get so
got
long
the
to heal up.
Claymore. Okay, I'm just
So
gonna
if
go honestly.
Specs just plays super safe here.
Let's
He
just
heals
go
when he
fight.
can.
I don't know if I have
Um,
enough weapons, but
He should be fine.
there's not much I can do at this
Yeah.
point.
Skurry getting whooped. I wouldn't say.
I
Oh,
just have
by
to
the
try
enemies,
because-
yes, getting whooped. But I don't think Specs is doing whooping. he's
I
still
don't even know
he's
how
still
I'm
quite a
gonna get
bit
that sword,
away from
and
the end
it's
of the
not
run.
worth it.
Yeah.
At
There's
his
a
pace, I
cook
would
pot right
say,
there.
like I don't know, like 20 or 30 minutes.
Everyone's telling
Not
me that was
accounting
the
for
only
if he has
cook pot
trouble
was
with
in the
THK.
dining
Not 20 or 30 minutes. That's silly. But still a decent amount away from the end of the run.
Something else lying around somewhere.
Uh,
Okay.
Specs has 2 out of 3 Dreamers, so he only needs 1 more from Hera.
Skurry keeps on like, they keep on going in that room with ancient arrows in it.
Yeah.
And they like go in a little bit, and I'm like, oh, get the ancient arrows, yes. And then they go out again, and then they go in again. And
You just don't know about it. How much extra damage would that
I do have
give him
extra
on,
bananas,
Because I assume it's
so I
only
can
like
hopefully
3 or
have
4
more
arrows, right?
damage for like
Not
the
like-
Ancient
entire
arrows
fight,
would
pretty much.
give you a really lot of damage on a calamity. It's really useful
Gotcha.
because it doesn't only do a lot of
You
damage, it
son of
also
a
stuns
bitch.
calamity briefly. So
Oh,
you get some
really?
hits.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I didn't bring in ancient arrows to the final boss
Yeah.
fight when I did it.
So it's actually pretty useful.
Like, I feel like
I'm just
I
worried
keep
about all
telling
my
myself I
weapons
should play
breaking
Breath of the Wild again.
because they're all kind of
Because
trash.
the last time I played it was
Besides
at
like
summer camp.
Royal Claymore.
sorry.
Oh yeah.
Context. I work at a summer camp. And,
I messed up, I didn't pick up the
technically, you
stone
aren't allowed to have
crusher.
electronics in the cabin. But
Oh. I didn't have shock
I
arrows to
snuck in
take
my
the
Switch, and so after
Royal
all
Guard
the
sword.
kids in the cabin went to bed, I would play Breath of the Wild
So
for
I
a
kinda
couple
just
hours
have
before.
garbage.
Oh yo.
Yeah. So that's the last time I played was like 2 summers ago, and I haven't picked up since. I know, I really want to,
Grab the
especially
frickin'
after watching this.
Wally.
It feels
This
like
is why
really
I
fun.
saved.
And oh my god, the thing that really made me want to get oh, he's floating into that. Oh, he's just gonna load again because he's still down. The thing that really makes me want to play Breath of the Wild again was I saw a trick shot clip where somebody
I don't even know if I
launched a
can after
guardian
that,
with
I'm like
using
a-
Cryonis, and they
Like,
like
live
launched it
that.
so
I
Oh,
can
yeah.
yeah. You just need to be
also, you know what I'm
facing
talking
it
about?
more.
Yeah.
And they also did a stasis jump, and while they were both flying through
not
the air
bad.
at like Mach speed, he shot him with
Yeah.
The hell is
That'd
that?
be great.
Oh no, the clip is just
Okay,
not
we're gonna need
cooperating.
to find a different
So
route.
Specs made it through Deep Nest. He's now in the point of the game where he's right next to Hera. I think he's definitely much closer to the end than Skurry is at this point. Although he's having trouble with these
Oh my God.
devals, and there's not many places to heal here. And by many, I mean you have like 2 or 3. You have about 6 enemies in this area
Over.
that you can get soul from, and the ones at the bottom are pretty dangerous. But the devouts, those big spider
It's
things,
really that
I guess
easy
they're
the
not
whole time.
spiders, but they deal 2 damage with their attack, and they have a lot of HP. Like for a speedrun, you would need full soul going into them to kill 1. and it's really hard to sneak in nail hits. Like you see this attack, he's able to sneak in like 1 nail hit before.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so still
difficult.
definitely a scary position for Specs, but his deaths are a lot less bad for him now because he'll just respawn in this area.
Lake! Get up the thing.
See, I wouldn't have even taken that heal because I guess he still dies in 1 hit now.
I did a maneuver here last time.
God, all this malice is just really in the way.
See if I can do it.
Yeah.
Yep,
I
there we
wonder
go.
maybe
Easy.
they didn't really practice getting some blocks.
Oh, that was it. He managed to grab that wall. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess. So now he's got past that malice. So now he's getting close. They're getting close. They are getting close.
Okay.
Somewhat. Yeah.
Damn
Don't go
you.
in there. Do not go in there. No.
Isn't that a Lionel?
Yeah.
Oh no! You get locked in there, right? Doesn't the door close behind you?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I hope they don't come back there. That would. I mean, it'd be funny to see. On
Yeah, it
stream.
would be funny.
Really unfortunate. It's just he keeps heading towards dead ends. I feel like
I kind of just have to hope I don't get hit
They
here.
keep
Like,
heading towards
there's
dead
not
end.
much
Yeah.
strategy to this.
very unfortunate. Okay, Specs finally killing that devout, but he still has a lot more to go, including like another one of those.
Nice.
But he definitely has more
Nice.
chances to heal up now.
No. Unless they. Oh.
Are they climbing up the side?
Ah, this is clever.
Ooh, big brain.
Nice.
He's gonna dive on the Lionel from above. Lionel weapons are pretty strong, right?
Yeah, I can. If you can kill him, then.
we
Oh
go.
gosh. Oh no.
So tracking him around the corner. Oh, he just barely was able to sneak up. That was so close.
There's a chest of bomb arrows here. If they know about it. Ooh, they could have seen it, but it's kind of hard to see.
That's okay. I think they just need to head towards Ganon at this point.
Yeah.
Is there anything up here? I don't think there is. Okay.
Like with the grip strength of.
Yeah.
I used to do rock climbing, and that shit is not easy.
Oh my gosh, no way.
I feel like it's a lot. Also, there's not as many options for playing safe in Breath of the Wild as there are in Hollow Knight. So I feel like Skurry got the short end of the stick here, but with the difficulty of the boss gauntlet at the end, as well as like only having 1 chance basically. To
Yeah.
get hit. Whereas Specs gets 5 because he went out of his way to get
Okay,
to get
well,
extra mana.
it took me 2 freaking hours to get
All right,
here, and I have
they're almost there.
trashy
Come on.
equipment.
All they have
Really?
to do is
Oh
run
my
up here. There's 2 guardians, but
Okay, so I
Uh-oh.
guess technically speaking,
Never mind, I spoke too soon.
if Skurry gets there and they perform exceptionally well. Oh yeah, they are almost there. That's where they were when I was watching last night.
Stop!
Oh, the side hops. If Skurry gets really good boss fights, I think it can still win. No, if he just first tries it.
if they
God.
first try it, yeah.
Yeah.
I would be
Oh my
amazed.
gosh, these hops, dude.
The hops, they're so OP.
They're breaking the guardian ankles. This is insanity.
The
We're
hop.
good. I'm gonna
Oh
save.
man, yes,
save
Skurry,
for-
Made
come
it.
on,
Oh my gosh,
Skurry,
okay.
yeah!
Skurry's made it to the boss gauntlet, and
Oh, it's probably
Specs
not
is
a
still
save.
having
It's just
trouble
not a
with the devouts.
Oh my gosh.
Especially if Specs takes a death here. This is still a really close fight. If Specs can't get past these guys, Skurry is definitely still in the running.
I know I can skip
Scurry's
this. I'm stretching.
safe scumming. I think Scurry's allowed to save scum. The amount of trouble that
just
they had.
use it. I mean, a good advantage over the Hollow Knight run,
Yeah,
so you might as well
that-
use it.
I guess that's the one thing that Breath of the Wild has that Hollow Knight does not. All right, this would be awesome to see Scurry come back. See him come back after everything.
Yeah.
I thought he was
Oh,
out.
Specs
way.
did take a death.
Okay,
Oh,
we're gonna
no.
start by
Specs
eating.
Died at the very, very end. That was the
backup
last
bananas.
devout he needed before Hera, and now he
to
has
make
to
the first
he has to
fights
go
go
all the way
fast.
back through
So
those.
I have a 230
And
and
it's actually
140.
harder
We need
now.
140.
Because when you die, you're only allowed to have 2/3 of max soul.
God, I don't have a lot of arrows.
So
do I?
he's not gonna have as much like healing pool or damage pool now going back to these devouts. Dang, so this is still close. This is still really close. As long as Skurry can execute on the boss gauntlet here, he should still be able to take the win.
Man, I mean, they do not have a lot of arrows. It looks like they got a lot of arrows, but they have to use a lot of
I
arrows.
really messed up by not.
I mean, I don't know how many
pressure.
arrows they need for blights because they're just kind of. I assume they're just kind of.
I remember them using a lot
This
on
weapon is terrible.
on water blight especially.
Look how that was just 6 arrows as it is. You need 6 arrows at
Wind
least for
Blight's the first
water.
one. I was thinking of thunder blight.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought thunder blight was wind. Okay. I'll say that was like one of the tiny. That was one of the tiny gripes I had about Breath of the Wild. Was it seemed that the dungeons and the bosses.
Watch me first
were,
try this.
Like they felt a little too samey to me, you know.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people think about it.
That's like one of my favorite things about the older Zelda games is like the boss was like cool as shit and it came up with its name before it. I mean, which it does here as well. Like it's both of those things,
with
but
that hunted me down.
I mean, to me personally, it just felt like all the dungeons and bosses felt the same, really. But
Yeah, they got a similar look and stuff. I
I'm
wish they
wasting
kind
my
of
like 30 arrows that I have.
something cooler with it, but. I
and
if you played the DLC, the last dungeon's pretty neat.
I have not. I never got the DLC. I made it.
On your second playthrough. Yeah.
I mean, I could. I totally could.
It's my shadow.
Maybe they'll do something different in Breath of the Wild 2, eh?
What's he doing down there?
You know what? You know what'd be really funny? I actually thought this. I can't believe I forgot to mention this. I actually
I'm gonna
thought
need to
this was
save
like
some of these
really
for water
flavorful
game.
like race to have because both of these games came out a week apart from each other.
Oh, really?
Hollow Knight came out a week before Breath of the Wild did, and that's like one of the. That's why I think Hollow Knight got less attention than it should have. Because we were shadowed by Breath of the Wild being such a huge.
That's a shame. Yeah.
So I was, and then I was carrying that in to say it would be really funny because both of these communities have been waiting for both of these games for so long. If they both came out at the same time,
Little damage freaking hammer though.
Oh man.
that would be
Pretty new. Yeah.
That's so terrible.
But
Two.
especially since there's like no. Okay, and Specs finally made it
bad.
past. So he is
I'm
now
not
heading
well
towards
equipped for this at all.
THK.
I'm done, I think.
Wait, okay. Especially since both of them are getting, both of the communities are getting so little news. It was so funny. I watched the Nintendo Direct with my friend, hoping for Breath of the Wild news.
Oh no.
And then
Yeah.
we were like, oh my god, it's happening!
Yes, finally.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh man.
Oh, the donkey video about that too.
Yeah. Yo,
the
Skurry's
big-
finished Windblight.
No, at this point I can't really get better weapons
Okay, one
either.
blade
Like,
out of the
I'm
way.
just done.
There's 3 more to go.
Good.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, I
still
don't know where
really
to get
close.
better
So
weapons.
all Specs has to do now is go to THK and fight
gosh.
THK. But
Yeah.
again, he's been having some trouble with the bosses. So maybe Skurry definitely still has a chance. Oh, Scurry's running low on healing items though. Only on the second blight as well. I figured he was gonna try and save the extra hearts for at
Yep,
least
there goes my freaking
for
sword.
I was trying to remember his full title, but it wasn't coming. It's like the Scourge or
This is
something.
not happening.
No, you're good. What's Ganon's
That's
full title?
really frustrating. I don't have enough.
Which one?
The final boss.
Dark Beast Ganon?
No, sorry. The first phase of the final boss.
Oh, Calamity Ganon?
I thought there was Scourge in there somewhere. No. Am I just
I mean, I guess I
no.
can just
All
run
of
around
his
the
extra
castle like an
hearts.
idiot for another 2 hours, but
he doesn't have
He's
any
got
more
lots
of
of food, but
I feel like did you not have enough of like the hardy foods to get one that gave him like 12 extra hearts, or do you need like 5 for that?
I don't know. He got hit by Windblight at one point, and he lost the one. Like he had a health thing that expanded his health, where it had like the yellow hearts. But he got
Right.
hit by a tornado, so he just lost all of them.
Oh no.
Right. So,
That stinks. And they're only on the second boss too. And Specs is running into THK, so unless I feel like Scurry's taking all these hits, I feel like he's a little pressured by having taken so long to get there. Maybe being more risky than they need to be. It also looked like, did they only have like 3 weapons left?
you have Royal
this
Claymore
might
left.
Be a bit tricky.
Oh man. I feel like they don't even have enough weapons to get through all the scourges, but again, I don't know what I'm doing about it, so.
Oh gosh. Oh man.
At least.
Skurry getting really
But it's not gonna
desperate.
last me the whole fight. I
They
don't
didn't
think.
even cook
And I don't
that
have enough
truffle
arrows
that we got.
if I run
That
out.
they got.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's
They had a
pretty much
durian
just
as
over.
well. They could have cooked that too.
Maybe they were just pressed for time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Specs is now heading into the final boss. I think he canceled the dash a little early. I think he's looking for the bench. All the way up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's heading into the final boss. Specs is definitely ahead at this point.
I'm excited to see this one actually.
I don't think he practiced it nearly as much as he practiced Watcher Knights, but THK again is not as difficult as Watcher Knights really casually. Especially since like I didn't want to beat the game until I had like all the things. So going into THK, I had like all like the end game weapons and stuff, so he felt pretty easily. I wasn't aware of how when I first learned about the speedrun, I was like, oh, the THK was easy. This shouldn't be too hard. But learning the fight with the any % gear that you have access to is certainly no easy task, and doing it fast is another thing altogether. And again, it's pretty hard to find. The only place you can really heal against THK is when you stagger him. Like, good timing is when you stagger him like that. And even then, some of the hitboxes, like the backswing on that attack, that's Specs keeps hitting by, and I get hit by that. It's really annoying to tell when it's gonna swung out.
So hard to
there's
dodge.
nothing I can
Yeah,
do
he got hit. He got
point.
hit by the backward swing on that attack 4 times.
Man.
That's how annoying that is. Skurry's now on the 3rd blight though.
Yeah, wow. Holy
This is
crap,
still-
I did not expect this.
Yeah, this is still pretty close.
They
If
are
Skurry-
very long.
Yeah, I was gonna say if Skurry. Actually, no, he's low. They're low on weapons too, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh gosh. That shield is coming in clutch. That shield is like saving Skurry so many times
Really?
with loads of attacks. Yeah.
I wonder. He's on his last weapon. They're on their last weapon.
If they can last this weapon through Fireblight and Thunderblight, then they can pick up some weapons in the Calamity fight.
Right.
instead.
Yeah. Because they're both on the floor there, aren't they?
Yeah. But does
You
any?
think he has enough durability for both of the blights?
I don't think I can do this. I don't think it's possible.
I don't know. I'm
I
not
feel like good in the
sure.
boss fight, but it doesn't matter.
Isn't there like
I think
a
so.
strat for Thunderblight where you move the pillar into him? Does that do a lot of damage or?
Oh, true. You could do that actually. Yeah, I keep forgetting because you don't do that in 80%. I forget that you can do that. Yeah, you could actually do that, and that would do a lot of damage.
Yeah,
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
for sure. It looks like they're having an easier time with the blights though than last night. Their practice really paying off. I do remember though they never really. I don't think they ever beat Thunderblight during the practice. And especially now that since I think he has way less they have way less weapons than they did during practice.
Yeah.
This is really close.
I'm glad you missed.
Oh man, dodge the laser.
Even though we're about to parry
they
it.
almost went for the parry. Wait, how did the laser miss if he was standing still?
He was too close to fire.
Wait, they're also okay.
Well, we cited a good
They killed it there
showing
because
of
he
the
was
boss
taking
fight.
damage from just being the proximity of the flame.
Great.
That was almost really close.
That was pretty good.
And Specs took another death on THK. Skurry's definitely still in this.
I'm out of healing too, basically.
If they can kill Thunderblade, which I don't think they will do in practice, if they can kill Thunderblade, they can still pull out the win. But the weapons are definitely a huge problem. Oh, that was a sick dodge.
I hope Skurry knows how to do second phase, because second phase Thunderblight is where it's really. I don't even.
What's the difference?
Thunderblight has like. Flow rushing Thunderblight on second
There goes
phase
my
is so
damage.
difficult. You have to get really precise timing with it. It's so hard to do, and also he shocks you. Do you drop all your weapons?
Oh, nice.
So hard to do.
Looks like they're not really having much issue
And
getting
my
into the second
final
phase though.
heal.
Yeah.
He took a hit there. Looks like they're also running low on normal healing items. Does he have one more like
It's over.
dish? Do they have one more dish that they
I
could?
lost.
Or
My
sniper is gonna break
he's just
through.
not. That they're just not.
No, I think they only have the normal ones.
Okay.
Yeah, we did talk about them.
I tried.
Not
I tried my
enough
best.
food. It is.
I'm gonna go
Specs
try
taking
and find
another
weapons again.
death.
Oh man.
Wait, what? Why is Skurry reloading?
I think it's because he knows that they know they're gonna run out of durability.
Oh, but I would have even gone for it without. The Royal Claymore almost broke. Oh, and they have to go collect weapons now.
That's pretty rough.
That might take that pace. Especially since they have to climb down to find more weapons and then climb all the way back up. Which we're having that.
Yeah, this is gonna be really difficult for Skurry. I really don't know how you're gonna do this.
Specs is gonna have to chain death to SDHK in order for Skurry.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm proud of myself for getting that good at the fight, to be honest.
I hope they use it.
Sucks I didn't bring enough.
Don't have to go too far.
But it's just, I don't know where to get everything.
Yeah, another problem is that they were they took the attack up through, but they didn't get a good enough attack up. They only got a one level attack up that only lasts like 2 minutes. So it would have really helped if they probably could have managed with the amount of weapons they had right now if they got a better attack up than last
That was like
time.
a crucial mistake. If I just had the Stone Crusher, I probably would have been fine,
Along
honestly.
with us, he had no idea.
I can't believe I lost because of that.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was running, I would feel like
That probably would have been enough. Assuming I would have made it with no heals, which I don't think I would.
If you're just playing things a little safer and
I think they were also really like sort of focused on how they're gonna get up to Sanctum as well. Yeah.
really close to that. It's actually been tense for like a really long time.
Yeah.
Oh, Specs!
I guess I can try and kill the guy with the big sword.
Skurry dying as well. Wow.
Just get a bunch of Lizalfos maybe, fill my like spots
Dang.
with
But that doesn't that put Skurry all the
Lizzle
way back on
boomerangs,
top
because those
as
are pretty
well?
good actually. They're decent. So I just need to get back to that one place,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
because they
there's a
saved
door.
just before Sanctum, so
Where's that door?
I'm trying to think of any weapons to buy, but you have to go all the way down.
Find the door that was like the shortcut to the guard place. I think it's that one.
Dude.
I think it's just straight this way.
I feel like they were close enough. That could have been feasible.
Like the lowest door over here.
No, I don't think they would have made it. It feels badly damaged, like someone said.
Do
it was
this?
badly
I doubt I can do
damaged,
this.
Yeah.
I think I lost, but
Only would have lost like 3 more hits, so
yeah, it's kind of
there we go. It's so difficult.
it's kind of over at a certain point.
Oh, look at that mountain! Oh no!
Way too much
Just no clip into the Ganon fight.
Ah yes, of course.
That's a big one. Why are you
down here. It's this door.
Just do the no clip strat.
Yeah,
Easy
easy.
world record.
I should have memorized the castle right more and made sure I picked up enough weapons.
It's yeah, it's especially hard.
Where's that door? It's like it's further down.
4? I think there are 4 solid. There are also 3 crystals.
Where's that door?
Shooting down the ceiling at the same time.
Up.
Yeah.
And normally there's a lot of attacks that THK doesn't. That is
Yeah, I know Specs is struggling with THK, but the thing is, THK is like a 2-minute fight. This is like a 30-minute fight. I found the door.
Skurry's near to the boss fights towards the end, but
So I would have
they needed to go back and get
Specs
some
has to mess
weapons,
up, like,
so it's gonna set them back quite a
15
bit.
times as much.
So they're not really close to the final boss. Yeah, they're pretty far.
And
now.
I'm gonna spend like 10 minutes even getting equipment. So
It was close for a really long time ago. A couple extra weapons.
100 times.
It was performing so well on the blights too. Like a lot better than at least.
Yeah, wow, I didn't think they would get that far.
They were doing incredibly well. If they had just had.
So how should I get rid of these guys? I need a strategy.
Specs is definitely having a lot of trouble.
So either weapons.
Yeah,
You don't even have weapons, but I
Yeah,
took them from
sure.
you. And you're still killing me.
Oh gosh.
These lights are
Seriously, I just finished. I Actually,
Oh no, that guy doesn't even have a weapon. What the heck? Where'd it go?
Good.
probably not worth to kill him, honestly.
I feel like
Just
both
don't
the
want him
runners
attacking.
are. I mean, I guess Specs knows more than Skurry does. 'Cause he's crazy. I feel like Specs, if it feels like he's more behind. Which nail? A nail. Specs got one nail upgrade. So Specs is on nail 2, which I think upgrading your nail increases an easier fight with the upgrade.
Wait, is it a charm that extends your nail range, or is
That
that?
was
Yeah.
surprisingly
There are charms that do that, but I don't think
smooth there.
Yeah. So I just noticed that. It's
we
pretty
could
short.
we could honestly go buy it right now if he's having
I just
seconds.
want the sword. I just want the sword.
This guy's so far behind that it's instant shot. Actually, technically, there's 2 of them.
Okay.
Probably not a good idea.
What if I can sneak? He immediately subbed. Alright, mate.
Scary's gonna try and grab this roll
I
gun.
hate that attack so
Play
much.
it. It's gonna be really hard to. Thing is, they have to use
fight
up their
Ganon.
ability to get these weapons. But also, they need as much durability as they can. So
Just use one of his ice
There's
arrows.
more
I feel
ancient
like
arrows.
using an arrow would be smarter.
that could help, but they also need to try and keep as many arrows as they can. So
This is such a predicament.
I could use more
Yeah.
ancient arrows.
if they had shock arrows, it would have really helped them out because they could just shoot the dudes and then just pick up their, because they drop their weapons when they get shocked.
Right.
They could have done that.
They could go get the Thunderblade. We
Oh,
were talking about
true.
it earlier. That would-
Problem is, I'm using a lot of my good weapon
could help
here.
him, but,
Yeah.
I think that's way too
Just
far
to
down
get-
now.
Another good weapon. And I don't know if it's going to be worth the end, but
Wouldn't
Oh,
it be, or
no.
is he relatively close to that range?
I think he is actually pretty close. He could, they could go there.
it does do a lot
If they
more
knew where
damage.
it
It's just like
was.
these
They'd
are.
have to
I know these
go
weapons are
and find
super
it,
high
but-
damage and like really low.
Dang, I'm gonna have to apologize to Skurry for the amount of time I messed up.
That's
Yeah.
Really low durability.
Okay, looks like they're trying really hard to get him to drop this weapon.
Dude,
Oh gosh,
I hate
oh
that
gosh.
attack.
What is that
Oh
wind up?
man, the big attack.
That should have been a
greedy.
flurry attack.
They didn't drop the weapon?
I call
thought they
BS.
dropped the weapon. They got sent on the ground. Animation.
Nah, I think you need to do
Right.
that second time. Yeah, there we go. Now he's got
So
it.
do you have any like arrows?
Oh no!
over here,
Oh no! He
maybe?
doesn't have. Oh no! 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 No!
Apparently
Scary.
there's a
No,
breakable wall.
you haven't got it. He's got. He's maxed up. No.
Breakable wall, breakable
didn't-
wall.
Scary. No, you didn't pick up the claymore. No.
Really use more arrows.
He's got. They've
Another
filled
thing
up
that's gonna
their.
screw me in the end.
Slots.
You know
I think
what?
they
The
know.
monk probably picked it back up. By
Not
now.
in this room.
Yeah. You could go kill him though.
I mean, maybe his chat's telling him. I
Yeah,
can't read the
maybe.
chat. There are too many pixels.
Yeah,
I can't
definitely not
turn
in
up
this
the
room.
quality of the stream because my internet's bad.
Oh.
So
Oh
I
yeah.
don't
Yeah.
get to read the chat.
Okay,
Which
they
room?
grabbed the nade. I think their chat is telling them to get the Nature Fang to cook a really long-lasting attack up potion.
Yeah.
I think that's what the chat just
How do you
told
get
them.
out of here?
Would that not? Would the scale not be the
How does
same
this button
thing,
work?
Or is it different for like which kind
This,
of?
the
have to
Fang
put
gives a
something on it?
longer lasting one than the
That's
scale.
dumb.
Ah. If they got a better attack upgrade potion, would that offset?
Did I not get
amount
the
of
sword?
durability
Are you
that they
kidding me?
have?
Yeah, that would really help. If they got a really good, if they got a really good potion, that would really help.
I
I
had
don't
full
have more
weapons,
than enough
didn't
weapon. That would super help out. But
Ah,
yeah,
If they got like a 15-minute one instead of a 2-minute one.
yeah, that would be insane. That would be so useful.
Trying to throw the hammer into the guy.
Oh no, just about missed. By the time no. Oh, okay.
As you can see, the mob's HP bar is at low HP at this point.
They've got the claymore now, so it's okay.
Okay,
The mob
good,
was
good,
low,
good.
but they got it. I think Specs just died again, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I just saw the text from the boss screaming.
Well, I don't know where the arrows are.
Maybe
so
Skurry can make the comeback.
I think I'm just gonna head back. I have a lot better weapons now.
I think it's been like 6 or 7 deaths. On
No
THK
more arrows, but
yeah.
And I don't even think he's gotten to the 3rd phase yet.
just focus on.
There's 4 different phases THK goes through, signified by the screen. So the first phase,
Melee
THK
combat, I
does
guess.
This dash attack, the nail swing.
Don't know where to get these arrows.
And the parry. And then in THK will scream once, or sometimes it can deal damage fast enough.
Arrows.
But second phase, it unlocks that attack, the projectile, and it also does the pillars. And then third phase,
found a bow.
really changes.
Not what I wanted.
Like signifying that you're getting. Oh no, third phase, THK will start.
I'm trying to beat Hollow Knight in a race.
Oh yeah, I remember when it did that. Oh, that's crazy.
The stabbing
Yeah, I have
doesn't deal
attack
damage.
upgrades. I just ran out of
Automatically
weapons
puts
because
into like the stagger.
I didn't have enough.
Yeah.
I forgot to pick up a couple really good weapons, and it really screwed me in the end.
So you get
Oh,
I
dude.
needed to pay more attention to what weapons I was picking up.
Oh my gosh, he's got Goomba stomped
Kinda
by
sucks.
THK.
Oh no, I just realized. Oh no, okay, Skurry saved. Okay, good. I think Skurry just took some full damage, but they saved luckily.
What?
I mean, I'm also low on heals. Like
And then fourth phase,
I'm not sure I'll be able to do it with my
I want to say the easiest,
heals.
but
I need to really take like no damage
THK
during the
will
whole
give you 3
fight.
attacks, or like 3 things. It can stab.
I love having
itself.
3 guardians on me
It
at
can
once.
do
It's
its,
great.
the 3 nail hit thing, except it only does the first one and then it falls on the ground.
Sometimes.
Or it does an attack where it floats up in the air and then crashes on the ground a bunch of times.
You still are on me?
But that phase
Chill.
is easy because it gives you a lot of stagger.
Chill.
Opportunities to hit it.
Dude.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think Specs has gotten past the 2nd phase yet. So I'm
Oh
correct,
really?
But I haven't been really. Yeah, I've been focusing on both again. So Specs still kind of far away from the end, I guess.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe Skurry dodged that. That was amazing.
I saw an explosion out of my peripheral because I was looking at the other side of the screen.
So nobody's done,
That
right?
laser
Like,
was
this
so
Specs isn't done
close.
yet.
I'll just assume it was cool.
Yeah.
God damn
Okay.
it!
What?
This is
I
really
just wanna
clever
get
going up the
back up.
gatehouse. Actually, this is really
want
smart.
one more
from Skurry.
try.
They died, but that's okay. They
I
just
want
saved.
one more
so-
try, please.
Sniped again.
Oh.
Yeah, they got another save off.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, save's coming really helpful. Specs dying again.
Oh jeez.
Dang, if he can't get the hang of this, Skurry might still be in it.
Yeah.
Dang. I'm honestly surprised how relatively close this has been the entire time. Kind of nuts. Okay, I'm having trouble. How close is Skurry again to? Is he like where he was like the first time I kept asking that question?
Dude.
I'm not sure if I'll
He's
make
not-
a video on it
They're
because
not
I feel like
quite.
it's
They're
just
getting
been
there. They're almost.
not really
They're almost
interesting on
getting
my
close
side.
to Sexton.
Oh yeah, it's all the way up there.
Oh yeah. Oh, this
Dude.
is a different gatehouse.
They're pretty close.
They're kind of close.
Yeah.
I've just been
This is way
wandering
far.
the
I
whole
thought
time.
this was a different line of
Hey,
house.
that's good.
So,
Is this another weapon?
That's something at least.
nah, it's.
Bomb arrows.
I guess that's pretty useful.
Yeah.
Alright, I assume they're gonna take the route that they did last time, where they run around this wall and then grab a gatehouse and then run to Sanctum, do the mad front hop, side
I'd
hops.
love to see Skurry get back into the.
That'd be really good.
Gauntlet. I wanted to say Trials, but that's a different Zelda game.
Uh-oh, I missed.
Oh, we should wait for his stamina.
Looks like he's
Oh, this is tricky.
he's stuck.
Oh,
Whoa.
oh, close one. Yes, do you want more climb? Come on. Oh my gosh.
That was nuts.
Oh, amazing.
Taking a save with rifle, so that was so close.
That's
Specs on
fantastic.
HP, Specs dying again.
Oh man.
Yes, I'd say Skurry still has a chance, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. They're really making it. Oh, those side hops. Huge.
I'm also proud of my
Very smart.
newfound guardian avoiding skills, honestly. I've gotten pretty good at that
Jeez.
after having none
This
before
is
this
a
race started.
Honestly.
Or like, you know, the practice of the race. I'm pretty good at dodging those now.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Pues
right.
sí, tienes sus
God, I'm
lentes.
just so
I've learned
tense. I
something.
forget that I'm not saying anything.
No, same. It's like we said all we can say at this
Despite
point.
doing pretty
honestly.
terribly.
We're just like
Yeah.
up to the runners to clutch out. The
At
end
least
of
I
their
learned a
runs.
lot. Oh gosh, really?
He finally gets the win.
Okay,
Although
this is good.
Still, Specs is still closer than Skurry is.
Yeah, I think so.
But it looks like
Save up here.
he's finally getting as much, if not more, like having more difficulty with this section as Skurry has been having the entire time. So.
But try not be spotted by this guy.
I
'cause
do
last
not
time
think Specs has gotten to third phase now.
things
But then
kind of
again,
went crazy
I've been
after I got
watching
spotted.
2 runs at the same time, so maybe he
by
could
this
have snuck in
drone.
there at least a little bit while I wasn't watching.
Alright, here
That's
we
a
go.
lot
Just
nicer.
Side hop. Gauntlet.
That guy doesn't spot you.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's this portion.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they're almost
okay.
there now. Brilliant. Wow, I can't believe they made it back. That is great.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, here it comes again. They have to first try the gauntlet.
Yeah, they have to
Give it another shot.
do the blights like they did last time.
But they didn't even use the scale to cook, did they?
Oh no. Okay, they should still be okay. I think they got.
How
they
many
More
get?
weapons
did
this
they pick
time.
up?
I'm not quite sure. I think they got
They
a
got
boomerang
The royal
and Royal Guards Claymore. Yeah.
but that one probably.
Here's my strat. We're gonna start off with these. Actually, no, these are really good in the water play. So I'm gonna start off
Yeah,
with
Skurry's done a really good job of pulling this back, considering how far behind
single arrows
their
and
weapon
we'll
durability
equip
put them.
like we did last time. The
Does he have 2
backup
ancient arrows there?
bananas.
Is that what I saw?
Yeah, I think he does. That they do.
I'm gonna up my stream quality for 2 seconds so I can see. It is just a 2-minute one. Dang.
Oh yeah.
That is hard to work with. Didn't they keep it for like a relatively long time? Into the blights or?
Yeah, I think last time they used it in Fireblight. Sorry.
Oh, Specs finally into the 3rd phase.
Oh.
Oh, that's a risky deal to take. HK has so many attacks that can get you from across the room. That healing when he's not staggered is pretty scary. Oh, he almost got hit by that there.
keep in mind I haven't even got to the spider phase yet with this equipment, so
This is spooky.
even if I do get there, I've never done it.
Getting far away from this actually hurts you.
I'm not gonna be ready for it.
Blobs that come out are random. Oh no, he took a death.
Oh
no! He's still in it. So
Man.
The blobs
Don't waste
on
the
that
last
attack
hit.
are
Don't waste
random,
the last hit.
But they're fairly easy to
Just
dodge.
eat
You
it.
can see where they're coming from.
Eat it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I see. So you're far away.
Hell yeah.
Probably hurt him more than it helped him. Because like you may want to get away from something. Like if you're low HP. I mean, for me personally, it's just easier to be instead of way across the board.
I just broke 2 weapons immediately there. Just gonna get a poke to finish it.
What? Skurry almost done with... Is one blight the first one or this?
Yeah, Windblight.
Poke him.
And then water, fire.
Thunder.
Why doesn't Skurry just get the water blight to attack the fire blight for the super effective technique?
Of course.
Don't let that damage go to waste.
Your forehead's jet. Too bad he can't.
Yeah.
I hate that attack so much. I don't know how to avoid it.
Skurry's doing way better at these blights than I thought they would. I thought they would be dying on Windblight pretty often.
I need to just
this
time
is
my
where
jump
most of their practice
better.
went. Like, even the last 2 hours that they had last night, they spent 100% of the time doing blights.
Yeah.
But again, they never. I don't think they ever.
How
made
do you
past
do
Thunder
it?
Blight. So
I don't know. It
actually how
wastes
much
all my
practice they
healing
had with,
items.
the final boss.
Every time that attack.
Specs dying again. Skurry is definitely still in this.
Oh my gosh, Skurry getting hit by that slam attack.
I don't know how to dodge it.
Oh yeah, the one.
Yeah.
I can't. Don't worry.
I hate it.
I just went with the automatic Whatever. I feel like if Specs take a second to untilt from these chain deaths, I think he can still pull it through, honestly. Because he seems to have a bunch of the dodging the mechanics down.
Okay, now here's my strat, right?
I don't know.
Whoops.
Just execute.
Ancient arrows.
I mean, it depends. Even if Skurry grabbed enough
course he
weapons at
lands
the
up there
start,
like a
they still might have
friggin'
died with Calamity multiple times, and you have to go all the way back to the start.
As well as, yeah, and again, he never even beat Thunderblight in their practice, so who's to say, honestly? But they seem to be definitely, excuse me, they definitely seem to be executing the Blight fights pretty well here. Almost done with the second one now.
Stop going up there, I hate you so much. I think he's actually more forward. So you'll fall down. Nope, never mind.
Here, actually, if you excuse me real quick,
I
I'm
was
gonna get some
thinking
water so I don't
to-
keep coughing into the microphone.
That's fine.
Optimistically.
Skurry using the Ancient Arrows on Water Blight is doing a lot of damage. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good idea. I don't know how far Specs is on the Hollow Knight. Oh gosh, taking a hit.
Okay.
Oh gosh, taking another hit. He's really close to death.
Dang, dude, THK is also. I'll also say it's not all Specs' fault, because THK can definitely be unfavorable with the attacks that it gives you. Like I don't think I've ever seen it jump on top of Specs as much as I have like in all of my speedrunning and watching his other speedruns as well. And Skurry definitely closing the gap. Especially since he's still running off the attack up potion as well. He still has like 10 seconds of it left in this.
Oh, he made another one. Oh, I didn't realize he made two. He did.
Oh,
make
did
a
he?
second one. Yeah,
I
because
thought I
this
just
one
had
has
10
two.
seconds left.
Oh right, okay. Oh
Okay,
nice.
good for
That's
them.
really
good.
good.
For them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder, although would it have been more worthwhile just to mix the two like
Nice,
ingredients
dude.
together to make one really good potion?
Probably, yeah. I'm not sure
Actually,
what,
you know what?
they
Maybe
had.
maybe he did it for they did it also for health.
I'm getting pretty
Oh,
decent
that might
at
have
these
been
fights,
good,
honestly.
yeah. Hmm.
That would make sense.
If there's one thing I've kind of learned a bit, it's the first few phases of this fight.
It's really gonna... Thunderblight is really gonna be tricky, I think. It depends how they...
I don't even remember how that boss goes. All I knew was I had to use like my crappy spear weapons because I kept getting thunderstruck during the second phase. So that, it was Thunderblight. I think I had most trouble with Thunderblight in my casual playthrough.
Come on, stop missing.
So I don't know if you know, but when we do blights in any percent, there's actually... We don't just kind of like do it randomly. There's like an order of things that we do, so it's kind of like... So like for example, on Thunderblight, like as soon as you get into the Thunderblight, you always do 2 Claymore hits to break the shield, turn around, spin attack for 3 hits. You always do the same thing every time.
Right.
So maybe if
Whatever,
Skurry
just
learned
bomb
the order that we do it in like the run, it might help a little bit with the first couple.
Yeah,
if
I
he
don't
learns
know.
it.
I don't think I watched long enough to see if he knew any of the strats. Spec's getting pretty far again, but he is on line. Oh, he got a stagger. That's pretty good. Thing to kill once is huge. Skurry on the last blight before Ganon though. Oh.
Right.
Okay.
That's so hard.
He's on the
That's
third
so
phase. This is
hard.
huge. So the third phase for THK, you see it stab itself a lot. You get free
Okay.
hits during that. So
right.
if he had taken advantage of that a little better, he probably could have gotten an extra heal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like it kind of sucks because whenever THK stabs itself, there's like a damage cap, so you can't like over damage it during
I see.
during that. So yeah, so it's like a double-edged sword where you get free hits and you can heal, but you also get to deal less damage. Skurry on the second phase of the final of the Thunderblight.
Yeah, this is gonna be tricky.
This
Second
is
phase
huge.
is
I think
really hard.
this is his big roadblock. Their big roadblock that they couldn't get past in their practice.
Yeah.
Oh, I did see them doing this though towards the end. Maybe this will be the thing that tips them over into. Oh, and the attack
That's
potion
so
is
cheap.
huge.
That's
It's
so cheap. That's so
close.
cheap. That's so cheap.
Oh god, it's gonna be tricky.
I just got one shots you.
Yeah. Well,
No
yeah.
way.
You just kind of got destroyed
What
by that.
what about the
He got
does-
hit twice.
Is the quarter heart? Is that why the quarter heart protection didn't happen, or does that not work when you have extra hearts?
Pretty sure he got hit twice.
Problem
there,
is-
I think.
Oh,
I can't deal with that
no,
attack.
That
It's
stinks.
super rough.
And Specs is
It's so
Specs
hard.
is on a lot
It's
more
so
health than
hard.
he has been in the past few attempts, and he's on the third phase.
Yeah.
He's getting
That's
really
so
close
rough.
to the end here.
I've never made
rough.
it past that phase. because I always die to that. Even though I'm doing the same
Missing these
dodging in the
fireballs is
first phase,
crucial. This is damage they
I
need
always die
at
to
this
that
point.
one. Because even if you jump early, he gets a second.
He's on the
swing
40.
and hits
Okay,
you and it
Specs is
insta
on the
kills.
final phase.
Oh
So-
man.
So
if
you
he heals
have
up here,
to
oh man, this is huge.
you
This might be
have
it.
to like, as far as I know, you have to get the timing
Yeah, it
right or
depends
you
on.
die.
So when the THK does that slam attack on the ground, there's two different like versions of it. There's that slow
That
one
was a
that it does,
waste.
or there's like a super fast one that hones in on you. I think that's the one. I know, but like there's a second version of it that's harder to dodge, at least for me personally. I don't know. Oh, that's it. It's
Oh,
over.
wow.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Specs
Amazing.
finally clutching out the THK fight.
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
Wow. GG.
Yeah, I guess just curse for content. Honestly, I wish. I mean, he had enough trouble on that fight, but I really wanted. It would have been really epic if Skurry was on Beast Ganon, and
Yeah, that would have been good.
Most attacks
Specs
you
was
can get
on
hit and still
THK. But
live.
that's it. GG to both runners.
Yeah,
There's
wow.
like a one-hit prevention
Definitely
thing,
each
but
had
that
their
attack
troubles.
doesn't have that
But
for some reason.
still, really close race up until the end. Mostly
that's
when
like the
Skurry
hardest
realized
one.
that they didn't have enough durability on their weapons.
He won. Okay,
Up
I'm
until then,
resting
it was
my
still
freaking
like
hands.
I would say like for the first 2 hours,
not gonna
honestly,
keep
it was
going then.
literally
GGs.
anybody's race.
Yeah, honestly, that was actually a really good race. Yeah.
It was really fun to watch, and fun to comment too. Honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks for being my commenting buddy. This was a
Yeah,
blast.
Likewise.
Oh, Specs just looking so relieved here.
Decision maybe
Oh
unmute.
man.
Oh man, he must have been.
That must have been tough.
Stressed out.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
Specs
Yeah,
unmutes.
man. It's getting real tilted towards the end. Gosh,
for
that's
sure,
a
for
tricky
sure.
run. Gosh,
Jeez.
man.
Still a fantastic race though.
Yeah.
Dang. GG.
That last
Yeah,
fight is so
GG.
hard,
I wonder if
dude.
when they're gonna hop back
It's
in
so
here.
hard. I feel like I got pretty good at it.
We're happy about that. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Whew.
Jeez, such a race. Dang. Honestly, I feel like they Skurry pulled ahead in multiple plays. Hey, everybody's here. Great
Hello.
run, guys.
Hey,
Fantastic.
guys.
That was
Yeah,
insane.
GG's.
I was just like upset with myself the whole time, to be honest.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
Fortunate.
I am
All the
like,
time.
I've been shaking since Umu. My hands have been just uncontrollably shaking since Umu.
Are you guys aware? I mean, I guess Specs was kind of aware of how close the race was because he wasn't deaf muted, but
Yeah,
Skurry,
people were telling me in my chat.
Okay, yeah. You guys were. I think like Skurry pulled ahead for a while there.
Yeah, I saw that Skurry entered in the Blights fight when I entered Umu, and by then I was like, no, dude, GG, there's no way. And then I died a bunch of times at Umu, and I wasn't looking at the restream at that point, and so I was like, yeah, there's no way. I'm dying at Umu, and they're already at Calamity.
Yeah.
Yep. I got to Thunderblade phase 2, and then my final weapon broke, basically. It was a
know.
dark
Oh.
Yeah,
How
that was really
unfortunate.
So then I left, got more weapons, came back, and then I died to Thunderblade phase 2, like right before the race ended.
so
It was
rough.
really
Yeah.
close, for sure.
Oh, gosh.
We kept talking about like the advantages that both games have, and I think it was like pretty cool to see how Hollow Knight deaths were a lot more punishing than in Breath of the Wild.
Oh my
although-
gosh, yes.
Oh yeah, I was just dying to Guardians like constantly.
Yeah.
Fun.
I died
Yeah, really
several.
utilize their saves.
I had several deaths where I knew I didn't have a bench close by, and so I was just like, please don't die, please don't. And then I would die, and I'd have to backtrack the entire way.
I was so scared for you when you were going through that room in between QGA and Deep Nest. When you died there, you almost got mega comboed by the green floaty guy, and you would have lost all your Geo, which would have been a huge time loss. But luckily that didn't happen. So but I was just so scared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that, and not only that, but I kept on forgetting the order that I was supposed to do things. So I think I went to Dirtmouth like an extra time than I was supposed to, and then I just had to like trek through King's, whatever it is, the King's place, like 4 times.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I
I
was
spent-
curious because I kept looking back and forth between the two runs, and I kept seeing the same section out of the corner of my eye. I was like, did he just go through there like twice?
I spent like 30 minutes trying to find the guard tower, or the guard like stash.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm still my hands are still shaking. Oh my god.
Still such a fantastic run from both of you. Like Scurry, once you got to the blights, you were executing so well. It's just really
Yeah, you did so well on those blights. So I thought you were gonna die on like wind blight, but you did so well.
I haven't figured out Thunderblight Phase 2 yet. That's where I got in practice, and I couldn't do it in the race either.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Still though, dang.
Yeah, every time I would glance over at the restream, I would see, oh, okay, Scurry's just entering the Blights fight now, and then I look again, and it's like, oh crap, they're already on Water Blight, and then I look back and oh my gosh, they just killed Fire Blight, and it's just you must have I want to go back and watch the restream because you must have blown past those so quickly.
I'm pretty proud of how I've been doing the first few fights.
Specs, I'm just now hearing that apparently you didn't save the grub in deepness, so I think we have to invalidate your run and the race.
Okay, I want to explain. I want to explain myself. I thought about it. Yeah. I thought about saving the grub in deepness, but then I was like, is this the meme grub that everyone talks about, or is this the grub in deepness that's like a fake? That's like a fake grub that'll attack me, and I was already low health, so I didn't want to risk it.
No, there's no. Yeah. I mean, yes, it is the meme grub because you get your runs invalidated if you don't get it, but it is not the meme grub in that it will kill you if you open the jar.
Yeah, no, I remember somewhere in the game in my casual playthrough there was a grub that like is fake and attacks you and took so much damage. And so I was like, oh, if this is that grub, I don't want to free it because I don't want to get wrecked.
You definitely needed to play it safe at that point, especially. I think that was when Skurry was really close to getting to the boss gauntlet for the first time.
I died so many times. Not even to bosses, just to the dumbest crap.
Yeah, that's how it goes usually, honestly.
Oh.
And normal speedruns as well.
I will say this. Doing this, I like doing these because it actually gets me some perspective of the difficulty of other speedruns.
Yeah.
Interestingly, like one thing that I will say that I didn't notice is that when I watched the Hollow Knight speedruns, the glitch that I thought would be the hardest of all of them to learn was the shade jump thing to the lake.
Yeah.
And the easiest one that I thought would ever be is the fireball skip and the like Yzma's Tear skip dash. And those two are so hard, and I spent so much time sunk trying to learn those two glitches to no avail. But the shade skip thing, when I first learned it I got it first try. I got it first try in my practice 3 times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it first try here, which made me really happy.
Yeah, I know. We commented on that. You seemed like really happy. I thought that you would have had a difficult time with it, but
it was the path of pain that came in clutch.
Executing anything first try out in a race like this is obviously really huge.
But yeah, definitely a really, really difficult. This game has so many just small execution things to it. Like I was even playing it safe on all of the fights, and I noticed that runners they get extra hits in. They don't heal when they're low. There's just so many small technical things about this run that are just absolutely insane.
Yeah, people call me crazy because sometimes I get to Watcher Nights and I have 2 HP and I don't heal up. I just do Watcher Nights on 2 HP. So
well, and with this being a 30-40 minute run, you die, you reset. Like that's exactly. That's what it is. You wouldn't take the time to try and fight them again if you're going for a PB.
Right.
Which is absolutely and it's such a high intensity run too. It doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Just increasing in intensity. Yeah. Whereas like Breath of the Wild, it has like dips. Because there's so many loads, because there's so many cutscenes, it like goes up in intensity and then it like drops a little bit. And then it goes up again and it drops a little bit. And then you got cutscenes that you have to watch, and so it's like.
I was gonna try and learn a bunch of speedrun things, but they were just too hard to learn. So I'm like, I'm not gonna waste my time doing like BTVs and stuff because I could not figure it out. Even just getting to the cook pot in the dining hall took me like 15 minutes. So
yeah, if you don't know where you're going, you can get lost in Hyrule Castle so easy.
Like just trying to get there without alerting the guards and stuff and doing that like setup.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get it.
Oh no.
I remember during my casual playthrough, I walked into Hyrule Castle and like I got lost instantly. I'm like, well, I don't even need to go through her. I can just climb the castle to get to the final boss. So I never even explored Hyrule Castle for that specific reason.
Wow, I just realized that I hadn't looked at the timer this entire time, except for like at the very beginning when I did the shade skip as I was going past the lake. We got what, 2 hours 48 minutes, 2 hours 47 minutes.
Yeah,
way over estimates.
I think you killed him like around 2:30.
Hey, what does that put me on the leaderboard?
I can check. Let's see.
Where does that put me on the leaderboard?
That puts
Not
you
last.
Not last. Oh snap!
Yo,
Pog.
361st
not even low.
place.
300 and what?
61st.
Boom.
Third
300. 361st place. Let's go.
Yeah. So I mean, submit it. Like, why not?
Now, for the question that I asked Dangers back when I challenged him to this race and we ended it the exact same way, interestingly enough, where Dangers was ahead the entire way until they got to the final boss fight, and then I ended up pulling ahead and finishing before they were able to complete the final boss fight. So, Skurry, are you going to keep trying the final boss fight?
Maybe.
Maybe. They said no. Danger Flower said, no, I'm done. I'm done.
I mean, not today, but like I really actually find it fun. Like getting good at the first few boss fights, I was really enjoying that. It's just I haven't figured out the later ones yet. But I do actually really enjoy doing those fights.
Well, if any of you guys who are watching are interested in learning either the Hollow Knight or Breath of the Wild, any percent, or any of the other categories that they run, any of the people that are in this voice call right now would be more than happy to help you. Like I said, Smitchman, absolutely phenomenal runner and a admin in the Breath of the Wild speedrunning Discord, so you can join the Discord, you can ask them questions, you can look at tutorials, and they will most certainly be able to help you. I know just from the little bit that I've been practicing and learning that both My Pet Cactus and Skurry are always willing and happy to answer questions. They both have exceptionally chill streams and they're exceptionally amazing people. So if you haven't followed any of these three people yet, please do so now. This was so much fun. I believe right now Smitch is grinding out those Breath of the Wild category. Like every single time I look at the leaderboards, you've gotten a new PB in either any percent or all shrines or hundo. Like is there a category you don't have top 5 in the main categories?
Don't have top 5 at 80%.
Oh, you don't have top 5 in any percent?
No, I think I'm just top 10. I think something like that.
Still, dude.
Close.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, make sure you give these runners a follow. Absolutely fantastic runners. Last I saw, My Pet Cactus was doing the Impossible Any Percent, which is, if you've played Hollow Knight casually, you need to check out Impossible Any Percent that My Pet Cactus does. It is mind-blowing how much they stuff into the game to make it hard for you to run, and 90% of the things that you do, you can't do with it. Like, aren't there like 7 or 8 choke points where you have to know glitches? Like, you have to be able to do like fireball skips and such.
Mm-hmm. It's like a good part of. I mean, at least in the trailer, they talk about it's a good place to learn speedrun tricks because it's definitely required to know like the skip that you didn't do to get the Eastmasteer, the spike tunnel skip. That is, as soon as you get dash, that literally appears all over the map.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely need to know a bunch of speedrun tech even to get through the game.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, and so definitely give My Pet Cactus a follow. Absolutely amazing runner. And of course, Skurry, who I actually wanted to invite over because I saw that they had done a die percent, and I had been watching Skurry while I would be doing like, off stream video editing and such, and they're just super chill, super amazing. And every single time I go to YouTube and I would look up something Hollow Knight, Skurry's name would always pop up, and their name is literally all over the place. And every single time I go into their stream, it's just so relaxing. One of those streams you can fall asleep to and just chill. Right now, I think last I checked, they were doing a casual playthrough of Subnautica. I don't know if you've gone back to speedrunning.
Oh, no way. That's sick. I love Samoka.
Yeah, I'm just playing it casually. I'm gonna be doing like a big room randomizer soon.
Ooh. I am really happy that we did this. I'm definitely going to be doing this again in the future. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Again, I've said this 5 times. If you haven't done so already, give these guys a follow. They're absolutely phenomenal runners, great people. And thank you guys so much for participating in this. I appreciate it. And thank you so much, Skurry, for being a good sport and taking the clearly harder game.
It's not that clearly harder. I think they're somewhat equal, I would say.
Hollow Knight is way harder.
Did any of you guys, did anyone in chat or any of the commentators keep track of how many Hollow Knight attempts it took me?
I stopped counting after 7, I think.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the main thing that Skurry could have come back from is Specs had a lot of trouble killing THK reliably. And like when you figured out you didn't have durability, he was already at THK. And then when you got back and you were on the 3rd Thunderblade is when you finally pushed back past the 3rd phase.
Yeah, the problem is like Hollow Knight is I was saying this in my chat, Hollow Knight is a 2-minute fight, and then Ganon's like a 20+ minute fight. So I would have to mess up, or Specs has to mess up so much more times than me, even though we're both in the final fight.
Right. Yeah, that's the way we were talking about as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be all from me today, guys. Thank you so much for again watching. I would say I love you all, but some of you are assholes, so I love most of you. Be yourselves and be happy and take care.
Bye.